the there was almost nobody there. It's just all collectors, and that's you know I'm learning about the guitar market. Um, that's the majority of guitar sales. Even going to music stores and stuff, like people are very, very interested in like vintage guitars. Um,
Sure.
they're not super interested in new guitars. There are people who want new guitars, but not as much as people that are into vintage. And like, they're just these old beat to hell guitars that like I don't really know. I don't like that kind of stuff. Like me, I'm not a collector. I don't have a collector mentality in any way. Um, at at all. Like I
Hmm.
just want the guitar that I want, and I want to play that one guitar. I don't care about having 100 guitars. I don't care if Jimi Hendrix held it. Like, what do I care? But some people like they'll have 50 guitars, just because they like buying. Like they're like baseball cards or coins or something. And I don't. That's not my personality, So I don't really understand that. But I just want something really nice, and so. There are other people like that, but you just got to find them, and so that's something I learned. The other thing that I learned was so there's some very specific things about the guitar that are made different, right? That I made differently
Hmm.
intentionally than like a typical guitar would be made if you were to buy like a Gibson or a Epiphone or a Fender or whatever. And what was really really validating is that it's not it's there was only one person who said they didn't like the neck because it was too large for their hands. But it was 100%, like 100% of the people that picked up the guitar and played it commented. They're like, "Oh, I really like this and this and this." And everything they liked about it that they commented on was like they enjoy were the things that I intentionally did different because I think that it's a better way to make a guitar.
Yeah.
And that was very validating. And so, anytime they did that, I'd ask them like, "Hey, can I get you on video saying that?" And some people said no, but some said yes. And so, they talked about it, and it was really cool. Like every one of them, because I've talked, even if you watch the videos, like my little shorts, that's the thing I talk about. The neck design is totally different than any guitar
Right.
ever before, and it plays so smooth and it's so comfortable and it plays faster. And that's what everybody says. Like the neck is so smooth, it's like the best neck ever, and blah blah blah. And the sustain is forever. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I wanted out of this guitar. And so that was very validating that I didn't have to tell them that. They drew that conclusion on their own.
Hmm.
Now the question is, how do you get someone to buy one? I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I just got to get like some big name to play it or something. I don't even know. Who knows? Who knows? It's like art. Uh, what's the difference between Picasso or some bum on the street? Well, I don't know because somebody decided that Picasso was going to be famous. But I'll tell you what, there are great artists everywhere, professional and failing. And the only difference between a professional artist, whether it be painting, music, crafting, whatever, and a guy who can't make ends meet, is that the professional one happened to meet the right person at the right time.
Yeah.
Because you know what I mean. Like some of the world's greatest musicians are failing musicians. Some of the world's greatest painters are failing painters. And some of the world's greatest builders are failing builders. Because once you get to a certain skill level, um, everybody can do good enough. Any one of the best can do good enough to make anything. And so I think that's the thing. And so I think it's just a lot of random luck, honestly.
Well, Van
Um,
Gogh was starving most of his life, selling his paintings in exchange for lunch.
yeah,
Right? He's saying, I'll give you this painting. You can hang it on your wall." And people are like, "Pfft, I got five of them, man. I don't need another painting. I need money. Come on, man."
yeah,
So he was starving most of his life, and I mean, he didn't get famous and rich until after he was dead. Most
yeah,
painters don't. It's when someone finds this magnificent work that they start to appreciate it, and the painter's long dead.
yeah. Yep, and that's music, right? You go to Nashville, like
Yeah.
there's people sitting alongside the streets playing the guitar and singing, and like they're so good, dude. They're just amazing. And why aren't they on stage? Oh, well, because only so many people can be on stage because there's only
Right.
so many publishing agencies, and the publishing agencies control the market completely. And so, you know, they're going to employ, we talk about somebody getting famous, like, you see Taylor Swift or Conan Gray or whatever band, like they're not, I mean, they're good musicians. They are good musicians, but they're not. There's lots of musicians that good, and they just got chose because they happen to know somebody, and the publishing agencies just chose them out of some random draw, and
The boy bands, I think it was Backstreet Boys and
mhm.
NSYNC were both run by the same Jewish,
Yeah,
uh, manager, and
yeah,
he pitted them against each other for drama. They didn't know. They did not realize that they were both being run by the
that's
same guy
interesting.
under 2 different company names, and that they had this rivalry going,
Uh
and
huh.
he was basically stealing all of their money from both of them,
Yeah,
and yeah, and they were just a bunch of young kids. They didn't know anything when
yeah,
they first started. I mean, man, their stories are just so
it's
tragic, and he
crazy.
was sexually abusing, like, all of them.
Yeah. Well, I remember. Have I told you that story about when I was just barely 18
When
and
you
that
were in
guy?
Backstreet Boys?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no, nope. I thought about being in Bachelor Boys, but I'm not a fag, so. Uh,
Well, they weren't either until they were taken advantage of by
yeah, but they were
this
basically. I mean, like,
this
really.
Jew. No, no, I mean, they
Look
were
at.
just normal guys, and they were taken advantage
Have
of
you
by this Jew.
ever seen the the South Park episode on fags versus gays?
I've seen the episode where they're screaming about the guy who's rolling down the street in a
Yeah, yeah, the motorcycle.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the
So that's what I
motorcycle.
mean. This obviously isn't
Fag.
the same exact thing, but the point I'm trying to say is you can be straight and still be a fag. Okay, so like that's what I'm saying. Like fag is a personality type. It's not a sexual orientation. And so to sing in a band like NSYNC or Back, you got to be a fag, man. Like, are you serious? Like, come on. Real men don't sing in boy bands. Anyways, that doesn't. But yeah, no. There was this guy. His name was Gary. I can't remember his last name. So, and this is before I was married the first time, and like I was in several bands at the time. Like I was very, very serious about music, and that's what I wanted to do professionally. And so, I wanted to get better at Well, actually, what happened was I played music. That's right. It was weird. It was it was my graduation. No, no, it was somebody's graduation because I didn't graduate when I was my brother's. Somebody's graduation. I can't remember. It was outside at somebody's graduation, and I played music there, and he also played music there. My grandparents hired him to do the music at this graduation because it was like a big party. But I also
Mhm.
played some of my own music that I wrote on the acoustic guitar there um, at that graduation. And so he heard this, and then he came and contacted me, after the graduation, was like, "Hey, man, like you definitely have talent. I run a publishing thing, and I teach vocal lessons and piano and stuff like that. Like we should work together." And I was like, "This is awesome." And so he started me. He's like, "But your vocals need a little bit of help," and they did at the time. I admit that. I mean, I still do, right? Nobody's perfect, but I'm 20 years older and I've had a lot more experience now. But yeah, they did. And so he's like, "Let's do some vocal lessons. Let's start with some vocal lessons, and then we'll the songs you've written are amazing, but you got to be able to sing them better." And so we did vocal lessons for like I don't know 2-3 months, and I was going to his house all the time, and because they were in his house, and I didn't think anything of it. And he was talking about how like once we get the songs for the whole album, because I'd already written like 8 or 9 songs that I was ready for an album, and once we got enough for the album and got ready we'd go to L.A. and get these songs recorded. And I was like, this
Mhm.
is this is like the dream. And then one day, I go to his house to do like a music lesson thing, and we meant more than just the music because we were planning all these things.
Right.
And he's like, "Hey, get in the car. I wanna go for a drive." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't think anything of it, right? Because sometimes he takes you to lunch. We talk about things. And he takes me out to Lake Lowell, and he parks in the parking lot overlooking the lake. Okay, and he was like, uh, "So I want to ask you a question." And like, the whole tone of the room changes. You can just tell like something's up.
Right.
And he asked, "So I also do photography. Would it be okay if I took some photos of you?" And in my mind, I'm an innocent 18-year-old. I was thinking like, well, maybe he means like for the album cover or something. Sure, that's whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's cool. And he's like, well, I mean like maybe you could like be nude for these photos. And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm okay with that. And And he's like, "Well, no, you could cover yourself with like a towel or something, you know, so you don't have to be totally nude. So just so you're comfortable." And I was like, "I'm not gay, dude. Like that's not my thing, you know? Like that's not it." And of course, I'm wildly uncomfortable. Now I would approach it so different now that I'm like 40 and have all, but like
Right.
at the time, it felt like a dumb kid. Like I was like reeling in my mind, like, what do I even do, you know? And 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 I was like, and besides, like that's a gay stuff, dude. That's like gay, like. And like I asked him, like, I didn't know you were gay. Like, don't you get crap all over your dick? And he's like, no, no. And he's like, no, no, no. You gotta wash your butt. He said ASS, but you gotta wash your butt out with a rag. I'll show you how. And I was like, no, 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 dude. Mm-mm. That's it, you know. And and he's and he's like, well, you want to go to LA, don't you? And I was like, oh yeah. And he's like, well, then we got to do some pictures. And I was like, I don't think this deal's gonna work out, man. Like, why don't you just take me back to my car. And he said, okay. I took me back to my car, and that was the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that is how records deals happen. Like I saw that firsthand. I'm like, and that was 18 years old. I'm like, now I know how the industry works, like completely. That's how the industry works. And if you're not willing to do that, then you probably will never be famous. Or you get lucky and happen to meet the right person. I'm sure there is the right people out there, but I think that's 99% of the recording industry is exactly what I just described.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. That's my claim to fame. That's as close as I'll ever get to being on the radio. So, yeah.
Trying to
Oh,
find another one. I just sent you the boy band Black Pilled, and there's one more that Devin did that was about Puff Daddy. You know all about the whole Puff Daddy controversy that came out, I think, a year or two ago.
no, I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so he was indicted for, like, he had these orgy rape parties. He was um and it was all, he got started because of his Jewish manager that did all this. But he Puff Daddy was having these, Sean Combs was having these rape parties. They would get all these people together. They would drug girls. They would rape them. Um, he
So maybe you don't know
was
this, Brian, but that's not a good thing to do.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm not saying I
Just,
went.
yeah.
I'm saying I watched the
Well, you're
whole thing
talking
on what
about it. No,
happened.
I'm just joking. I'm giving you a hard time. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Sorry,
Honestly,
if it's gonna get you a strike on your stream for saying Jew too much.
that's fine. I'm not worried about that. I never said anything bad about Jews. You did.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And
true.
look at the Jews they've never killed anybody for talking bad about them. Like you don't have anything to worry about. Keep going.
Well, now I'm just scrolling through the list. I'm
Now you're
trying to
scared,
find
aren't
this.
you? Now you're scared.
No, 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 no. I
You're
don't
li-
care. Um,
you're gonna get. Anyways, doesn't matter. Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, I just the whole situation, the whole like, Devin really goes into all the research, and he actually, I think he released this story like a couple of weeks before the news came out with it. I don't know if somebody in the news watched his stream and then went, holy crap, and they started piecing everything together and released it. But it was like, I watched the the black pilled stream on it, and then a week or two later I see the news coming out all over Twitter, and I'm like, guys, this has already been released. And I started posting his video.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hmm. I would watch that, but I'm like afraid to watch it on the stream because I'm afraid I'll get like banned or something. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
You
have it up
can't
on my.
watch black pilled on the.
Yeah, exactly right.
He,
So I'm not gonna
he's
watch it right now.
he's his channel is still on YouTube. He still has a YouTube channel, but it's only movie reviews. And he was a lot more. He didn't. He explained his situation, like, he started as he was doing his reviews, because his reviews would be looking for subversion. He's looking at movies with a critical eye, and he's looking at what is subversive about the movie that affects the culture in it.
Hmm.
So, like, he looked at I think it was Mona Lisa Smiles, and Mona Lisa Smiles is about this. It's a Julia Roberts film. She goes to work or at a college, Wellesley College, where really it was a finishing school for women. It was they would go to school basically as an intermediary until they got married. That's
Okay.
the whole purpose of the school. It was just to prepare them to get married. And she's a California Berkeley liberal who gets a job at this school and then starts subverting their conservative culture, trying to convince them to go to law school and go into politics and be feminists and doing all this stuff and just completely subverting their culture. So he looks at that, and it was as he's watching these movies like Pleasantville. I loved the Pleasantville movie. It was a great movie, but he starts pointing out all of the subversion about how you take what's her name, Reese Witherspoon's character, and she's this slutty girl, and she comes into the movie, into the Pleasantville world, and she subverts all of them. They're all everybody's a virgin. We're not really
Mm-hmm.
sure how kids appeared, but every adult is a virgin. All the teenagers are virgins, and she just shows them sex, and so all of a sudden they all become colored. And now all the colored people are the cool people. All the colored people are the amazing people and the awake people. And all of the white people are the ones who are lost in the past and still trying to hold on to something that is changing around them. And so there's where the subversive messaging comes in, that if you want to progress and you want to be better than who you are and reach your potential, you have to be colored, right? So
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of shows like that. Like a
yeah, and that's what he
lot of
does is he
shows
goes
like that.
goes into all of them, and it was going over these streams, and he just started to notice that every one of them has a Jewish writer, and every one of them has a Jewish producer, and every one of them has, a Jewish publishing company, and that he was, oh, and so he was talking to a friend of his one day, and he was like, uh dude, I think it's the Jews. And his friend was like, dude, you can't say that, you can't say that. He's like, no, but really, I think it's the Jews. And so now his entire stream, because I think he got a strike on YouTube for it or something, and so he just left there, and he went and bounced from like D Live and BitChute for a while, and now he's on mostly Odyssey and Rumble, and he has another show on YouTube, um, that just goes into like American outlaws, but then he has his Odyssey channel that is just going over Jewish subversion. So
Hmm. Well, there's quite a lot of it to be had, honestly.
yeah, every episode, and he used to do them twice a week, and now it's just once a week because he's doing Outlaws with Rebecca Hargraves from Blonde in the Belly of the Beast. I don't know if you ever watched Matt. Oh gosh, can't even remember the guy's name
The
anymore.
answer's probably no, as you probably
Yeah,
know me.
probably not.
I don't really watch a lot of stuff. Uh, I just don't. I
You
don't
know me.
know.
I have a show going all the time,
Oh, I
so
know. Yeah, I'm totally opposite. I can't focus on. I have tried, man. I cannot focus on anything if uh if I'm not, if I'm well, I can listen to music, but I can't listen to talking. Talking like no chance. Yeah, it's any talking at all. Even like sometimes music, if there's like rap, I struggle because there's like talking in that. So I just can't do it. It just distracts
oh,
me.
that was the other thing I was going to say. You were talking about musicians and having to go through, in order to get a record deal, having to deal with some fag, and and so there was Tom McDonald. Are you familiar with Tom McDonald?
I wish I was. Maybe. I mean, maybe if I saw his face. I'm terrible with names.
He's okay. I'll pull up one of his. He's independent. He's on YouTube. He releases, like, he'll do four singles and release them all like on um, on a Friday. Like he'll release one, and then the following weekend he'll release another one for 4 weeks, and then he'll take a break while he's writing more music. And he's the number one independent rapper in the world. He's a white guy, Tom McDonald. His here's no response. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's 6 minutes long. And
You're
it's
Oh
it's
yeah,
his
yeah.
this
I
one
know.
is
I know who this guy is. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
know who this guy
So
is.
this is his basically his life story. This one is no
Okay,
response.
this is worth
Um,
watching. I'm gonna watch this. No, again, not on stream because I just never know. But I'm definitely gonna watch this.
yeah, I mean it's this one is just fantastic. But
Hmm.
all of his recent stuff, this one and Don't Look Down. I really love Don't Look Down. Are, and he's independent. He's completely independent. It's him and his girlfriend does the videography for his videos, and then he has an editor that just clips everything together, Evan. Um, and it's just the three of them. And when a new album gets released, he gets boxes of CDs in, and he sits down and just starts signing CDs and mailing them out to his fans.
Hmm.
Yeah, 100% all independent. And he said he's got offers from record labels, but he's just not interested because they just want to take a cut. And then just like was it Pink said, LA told me you'll be a rock star, all you have to change is everything you are. In one of her songs she said that, and that's true. I mean, Jewel, her last two albums were both sellout albums after Pieces of You. She
Hmm.
sold out to a record label and then suddenly was putting out pop music, and everybody's like, what the hell is this? This isn't your we came for your poetry. What is this crap? So same thing.
Well, do you want to play a game? I'm happy to sit here and talk too. I just want to make sure that we're.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't get a lot of visiting with anyone, so
I know, I
I
know.
like to take a little bit of time at least and
Dude,
just
take all the time. I've been
kind of
so
hang out.
like I've been busy with so many like I've actually like my schedule. I've had a job every day this last week and this week. Here's the issue. Like if you look at my P&L, like I've not even made very much. Uh but like in fact here I'll show you what it looks like. You can see it on the stream probably. Not that I care if anybody else sees it
Well,
here.
yeah, it's gonna be like 20 seconds behind.
Oh, that's fine. It'll be there. We'll be talking about it here. I'll show you. So like so Angie's, I'm mostly doing everything from Angie's List. Okay. And I'm starting to get some repeat customers. I had 3 repeat business so far. Customers calling back to do other things, which is good, which is good. And
Yeah.
all good reviews. So far everybody's happy. But here if I go to reports here, but I've not made very much money because all been little jobs, and like every job. Did you see my post on Facebook? Like every job I've had that's large, like over $1,000. Um, the it's like this lady. I pay $140 for a lead, okay, from Angie, because they
Okay.
they assume like the value of a project, and then they say, well, you should make this much, so we're going to charge you this much money as a percentage of what you should get if you get the job, right? And so the most expensive lead you can get is $140. The least expensive is $2,150. Okay.
Okay.
So most of the leads I've been doing are like 21 or the 2,150, which is perfect. That's what I want to do actually. I think that that's what I want to build my business on is small jobs where you do 2 or 3 of
Hmm.
them in a day. One, I enjoy it a heck of a lot more than huge jobs. Two, there's way less risk, and three, I think there's just a lot more of them around here. And it's just less competitive. Like a lot of people don't want to take those jobs, and it's like that's great. I love it. I get to see new people. I love that aspect of like meeting new people, shaking their hands, getting to know them. You get to be friendly. I don't have to like keep up appearances with somebody all day in their house. It's just a few minutes and I'm in and out. So I like it. But the problem is all these big jobs, like this one lady, and this has happened so many times. Like I mean, it happens, you know, 8 times a week probably. So I get this job. I call her up. She puts a thing on Angie. I need new carpet in my house. I need the outside of the house painted. Okay. And I want 2 rooms with laminate flooring, all this kind of stuff. Rip out the whole house and replace it, this stuff. And so I call her up on the phone and I say, hey, how's it going? What are you thinking? Like, how can you describe the project to me? And and so, she describes the job, says what she wants, and so I kind of think it through. I said, well, you're probably looking at like 11 to 16,000. I mean, I need to come out and look at it, but like I just got to make sure before I waste time to do the quote, like is that kind of in the ballpark you're thinking? Because a lot of times I go out and
Mhm.
I'll spend 4 or 5 hours putting a bid together, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that's so expensive." I'm like, "Well, I don't know. How much do you think this costs?" And a lot of times they think it's going to be cheaper than even what the materials cost. And so I told her, yeah, probably 11 to 16,000. If you're good with that, then let's come out and we'll do a real bid. And maybe it'll be more, maybe it'll be less. I don't know, but you know. And she was like, "Oh, well, can you do the thing for 5,000?" And I was like, "You can't even buy the carpet for 5,000. Like, there's no possible way." And she's like, "Well, what if I paid you $2,000 and then I bought the materials?" I was like, "Okay, look at 2 guys for 2 weeks. Okay, that's like $9 an hour. I could just go
Right.
work at McDonald's. Like, there's no way I'm going to do this for $2,000." And she was like, "Well, I'll just keep looking. I'll see if I can find somebody else." All right, but I paid $140 for that conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Angie's
Hmm.
like, "Well, yeah, we gave you the lead." And it's just like it's so weird. And like this other lady, she, same thing, paid. It was like $60 I paid for the lead. And then call her up. Oh, she needs some tile done around her fireplace and some other stuff. And it was quite a bit of tile. And so I told her, "Oh, I could do it for $700." And she's like, "Oh, that's so much. I need to do it for 300." I'm like, "Well, I can't." I'm like, "I can't even buy the tile for 300. What are you talking about? Like, there's no way." And she was like, "I'll find somebody." And then she texted me back like a week later, and she says, "I found somebody to do it for 300." I was like, "Good. I mean, that's great. I can't even buy the tile for 300. So like, I don't know what they did, but that's fantastic. I'm happy." I said, "If the grout starts falling out or you have any problems, you can call me and I'll be happy to fix it." But yeah, but every job I've had that's been like a remodeling thing, that isn't like I've hung a TV and stuff like that, has been fixing a handyman that went and did a bad job, and they need somebody to
Hmm.
redo it. I mean, it's 100%. Like like right now, I'm doing a church. They hired a handyman. He came in. He did all this work. Terrible. Like it looks so bad. And so I'm ripping it all out and replacing it. And it's weird. Anyways, my point is, if you look at the P&L, you can see it now on the stream, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
So
up.
like, look at. I mean, we haven't done very many jobs, right? I've just little jobs, but this is going to grow. This is actually really good. I'm very, very happy about this. This is for the last, like, I've only been putting stuff in QuickBooks for this week. Um, but here's the thing with my expenses. So I paid Angie this for leads. Okay. And after expenses and everything, I've profited this. So that means that
Angie's making more than you.
Angie's taking 60% and I'm taking 40%.
Yeah.
And
That's
so
what
now,
I'm looking at it. I see it.
yeah, and that's not good. Like that's a huge amount.
Right.
That's a huge amount. I mean, I haven't working, I mean like that's like I can't run a business and give 60% of my income away. So I got to get off Angie, but I don't know what else to do at this point. It's working because it's generating reputation. But as soon as I have enough business where I don't need it, like I'm done. Like, oh my gosh, it is so expensive. It's ridiculous. And imagine if I was busy, like if I'm busy every day, I expect that. Well, here, let me bring up my calculator here real quick. So if I'm busy every day, let's say that I do so let's say I was doing $2,500 a week,
Mhm.
you know, um, then that means that I'm giving Angie, $1,500 a week. That's insane.
Right.
So yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's my experience with Angie. So I'm excited about that, but it's helped me build business and whatever. So we'll see how it goes. But that's my life. Now you know everything about my life right now, man. Everything, baby, everything, baby. All right.
We should
Anywho,
start renting out those washers and dryers.
I know, I know. I thought about that too. It's like that's one of those businesses that, like, if I had a partner to do it with, I would do it. I would be all over that. But I don't know why I don't
That's
trust. I feel sheepish
it's
about.
something that I want to do,
Yeah.
but it's the time. Like right
Right.
now, uh, so Lori
Mm-hmm.
has um, she asked me yesterday. She's like, "Hey, I've got a beehive that I want to sell. can would you take it for $100?" And I know she's struggling with Tim being gone, and she's just by herself, and so I was like, yeah, yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I don't have bees right now, but I want to get more, and I have my own hive boxes,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm happy to help her with the money. So I said, yeah, I'll take it. And then and then I said, how are you doing? And she was, she's telling me that she's pretty miserable and stuff. And I said, well, is there anything I can do? And she's like, you want to help me get my garden ready? And I was like, yeah, yeah, I can do that. And so I went over there, volunteer work completely, went over there yesterday and just helped her move some heavy things that she couldn't lift by herself. It was like a big roll of fencing that I put in the back of her truck and moved some posts that had 4x4 posts that had concrete on the end so that she can, after it rains this weekend, it'll make the ground soft enough she can dig the holes, and then I'll go over and help her put the fence posts in. And she wanted to have the garden tilled, and so it's ready. So I had to find. Um, I got borrowed a tiller from Sam and Stacy,
Mm-hmm.
and so I'll be taking that next week to go and till the garden. Um, but while we were visiting, after we were done moving all the stuff and getting everything ready, she was just, well, one, she wanted me to tell you hello,
Hi. She didn't hear me,
and
but yeah.
yeah. Well, she was saying that you guys had gotten in the arguments, and I know you had expressed some. I think it was while you were in the bishopric, and she had given you some exasperation, and she's like, "I don't have any hard feelings." And I was like, "Okay, that's good." But she gets hard feelings from everybody. But she
Yes.
had, I mean, Stephanie and I love her, but she does tend to speak her mind, and it causes her problems. Ray
Yeah.
is fat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working on this
You
program
have
while
your
we're talking.
yeah. No, that's fine. I just looked up and saw the name of your Raycast, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, he is fat. I like to give myself funny variable names in my programs. In fact,
I
yes, yes, that's what it is. I know what they mean.
yeah. So she has Parkinson's now,
Hmm.
and she's only worried that she's only going to. I think I did. I tell you this before. She's concerned she's not going to live very much longer. She does not want to be put in a home,
Yeah,
and
are you going to go through with that, by the way?
I did tell her that we
You
would do
should.
it.
You should, man.
Yeah, and so she's thinking about it because she made the offer first, and I think that was before Stephanie left the church. And so now she was like, yesterday she was saying, she's like, well, the saying, "A house divided cannot stand." Well, you and Stephanie are divided, and I'm like, no, we're not. And she's like, oh, you are. And I was like, no, no, no. I think that you misinterpret what Stephanie is saying. Stephanie doesn't have a problem with Jesus. She doesn't have a problem with the Book of Mormon, and she doesn't have a problem with Joseph. She has a problem with being the church of the handbook. The church does not believe Joseph.
Right.
So so I was like, Stephanie is still very strong in her belief and her faith of being a Christian, and that's not changed, and I support her and understand her position, and we are not divided. So yeah, but yeah, I was helping her out and getting everything ready, and I think I had another point to make on that. But yeah, I'm gonna, if she will, if she'll let us, then yeah, we would like to move over there and build a little home to live on and help her with whatever she needs as she's getting older and dealing with her Parkinson's. So we just have to promise, 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 and put it in writing that she will not go to a home. That's her biggest
Well,
fear.
just put it in writing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I told her when she asked me the first time, like, my mother took care of both her father and her grandmother into their old age, and I just
You just what?
I haven't, yeah, I was thinking I just have no problem with the kind of communal living. Like if we built a house that's a little bit down, and then my kids are there, and she can be like a grumpy grandma to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, But I was just been trying to think of, because of the, it was the timing, because I was saying that I would like to do a side business, but it's the time, right? So yesterday I got off work at 5 and I went over and started helping her, and it took a couple hours, but then when if I do that, and if I did that kind of thing every night, like I'm going to be working on the garden after work every night next week, however long it takes to till her big garden and get it ready for planting and whatnot. Um, but that's a lot of time that I'm not spending with my kids, that I'm not, and so I'm having a hard time. I want to be able to do these things, but I can't do it when I have a full time job.
Yeah.
So for that, I kind of envy your position where you have the opportunity now to be building a business, and it's going to take you a little bit of
I
time.
was gonna say,
That.
you know what though? Like I got seriously, I have this month and I have next month, and then and I'm everything is
Yeah.
liquidated. Like that's all my crypto, everything gone, $0. Like I stop making my mortgage payment and have to talk to the bank if I don't start making money in the next 2 months. So like it doesn't feel like freedom right now. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
But I've had a lot of freedom in the last months. In the last year and a half, I had a ton of freedom, and I was really hoping that all these different things would take off, and they haven't. And so it's
Yeah.
like go live your dreams, and it's just like the karate school. Yeah, that was a failure. I
Right.
wouldn't take it back for the world. I mean, like I learned so much from that, and
Hmm.
seeing the benefit that other people it had in people's lives, like I would never take it back. But it's a failure, and it's like yeah, if you can live your dreams, but like now it's like okay, well now it's time just to do something that is a little more realistic and practical, and it's not as fun, it's not as cool, and it's not what I want to do. But honestly, I can still live my dreams with that, business, in
Sure.
a different way, And I've thought a lot about that with like if I were to build this business up and could have multiple employees and grow it into something big, there's a lot of ways you can help people with a business as a business owner with employees, like you can
Hmm.
change people's lives. And that's really what I want to do, right? That's my whole life is like with the overlap group, with the martial arts school, with everything. It's like, how can I build a system with DC Tech? That was the reason why we started DC Tech. It's like,
Hmm.
how can I build something that will allow me to improve the quality of life for other people? And so it was, I'll tell you, it was really, really the decision to do the post to handyman thing was hard for me. I mean, it wasn't as hard as getting a job necessarily. Getting a job was downright like depressing. Um, but it was hard, but because you're giving up, quote, giving up on your dreams. And but the reality is the people who gave up on their not some people never even try, but the people who try and fail oftentimes, at least I believe, did the exact same thing as the people who tried and succeeded.
Hmm.
And you see the people up on stage, at the Grammys or whatever they're doing, oh, follow your heart, if you just keep trying, you'll get there. It's like, yeah, you were the one in a million that did that and got there, right? You just
Yeah.
happen to be the one in a million, but all these other people are just as smart, just as capable. They just didn't have the right something in the universe just didn't sync up and they didn't get it. And so like I feel like that's what it is, and so I don't know. I feel a little bit like a failure, I always do because everything I do seems to never work out the way I imagine it. But still at the end of my day, I can look back and be like, I'm a failure, but man, I've still done 10 times as much as anybody else has, not anybody else, but the average Joe.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know about the business thing. It's it feels like giving up on my dreams, but it's it's like I just have to find a different way to carry out my dream. Like what was at the core? What's at the core of building guitars? What's at the core of the overlap group? What's at the core of these things? And it's like I think I can still do that through this business. So hopefully it works out. But I'll tell you, if I have to go get a 9 to 5 job working for a company, I could do work from home IT, I could make that work. But like punching a clock, getting up at 7, driving to a place, I,
Yeah.
I I might just put a bullet in my head, dude. I don't know. Like seriously, like I can't. It's just I don't know. That would be the absolute worst. So hopefully this works
Yeah,
out.
I don't want I have loved working remote so much.
Hmm.
I never want to commute again.
Yeah.
Um, working for this company and I mean it came at a perfect time because the other option when a couple of years ago when I found this job, it was between two jobs. It was this one, and then there was a company down in Joplin that was hadn't made the offer yet, but it was talking it over and were going to let me know. And but it sounded really promising. And I took
Hmm.
this one and let them know, and they're like, "Oh, well, that's really disappointing," because they were going to make me the offer, and the money would have been it would have been a bit more, but I would have had to been in Joplin 3 days a week,
Yeah.
and so I would have had to get an apartment there or get a trailer and on the RV park, or I would have had to have a house there. I can't commute 3 hours one way 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So I would have had to be paying for a second house. And that would have taken up anything more than I would have made. And I would have had those 3 days where I wouldn't be with my kids, wouldn't be with Stephanie. And that would have been just too difficult.
Yeah.
So when that's what weighed in, I was making, I think it was 20, they were offering me 100 and this place offered me 80. So I took the 80 without a commute. And that has been just it's been fantastic.
Yeah. And you got a
Getting
pretty
up in the
decent
morning,
gig. I
I
mean, right
do.
now you
They
do
give
have
me
a
the
pretty good gig.
freedom. They give me the freedom to basically do what I need to do. Like I can, I come in at 8:15, 8:20, 8:30. I get up in the morning and I go and check on my chickens and check on the dogs and make sure they got food and water and collect eggs and make my breakfast and then come downstairs and it's not I'm right there at 8 o'clock. They don't care.
Hmm.
They don't care. And if as long as my days show at least like 6 hours worth of tickets, they're good.
Hmm.
Like if it's under 6 hours, if I have under 6 hours, they're like, hey, did you what was going on with these days? And I was like, oh, I just forgot to fill in my calendar. I got notes on everything I did.
Now, have you
But the
gotten to the
days that
point?
I was actually on tickets, or the times that I was on tickets are there. It's just the in between stuff isn't there, and they'll be like, okay, that's it.
Have you gotten to the point where they just kind of stop questioning it though, like because you've worked there long enough, and just like whatever, it's Brian, we trust him, or do they still kind of like check up on you?
They're well, they're trying to fix some problem because when now while the company, so the owner David, he's got several businesses. He's he we're actually there. So there's his main company is our IT business, and then he also owns one that does medical data conversions. So they when people are converting from one medical billing system to another, then he has a whole business around that, completely separate. But some of the people are the same. They work back and forth in between them,
I
but
see.
um, but he's got that business, and then he's partnership with a credit card company. He's partnership with a car insurance company. So he's just an entrepreneur and has all these things going on. And so, but with that, since he's one guy trying to do everything, and then my boss is the operations manager, mostly over our company, but often he'll say, "Oh, check with David on that. Check with David on that."
Hmm.
And so I'll send David an email. But like most of the business on our side is still kind of new, like because
Hmm.
he did it for him by himself. It was like when you were doing your side thing and then you brought all your customers together for DC Tech,
Yeah.
right? It was like that. So a couple of the technicians that have been there with him for 5 years since he started doing it, and so the culture was very relaxed. And so
Mm-hmm.
now he's trying to they're trying to build a more, because they are growing. We're getting more clientele. He's trying to build it into a more professional, business oriented, instead of a bunch of guys hanging out and playing ping pong, right?
Right.
And so with that culture comes making sure your time cards are filled in, even though we don't, like, I don't work hourly, I have my salary, but they still need to justify the salary by showing that I have a day's
Mhm.
worth of work.
Right. Yeah,
So
that makes sense. Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So, yeah, I know they still haven't called me back. Oh well,
well, he did say it'd be a little while,
I
and
know
but the
it's fine.
good thing is that client that they were worried that we were losing at the
Hmm.
last moment changed their mind and stayed. So,
Yeah.
and then enrolled in several other new services. So their MRR just went up too.
MR.
So
Oh yeah, the monthly
monthly
recurring.
recurring
Yeah,
revenue.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I knew what that was. I just didn't quite understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, well, that's good. I mean, as long as they're making more money, that's better for you too. It's just security.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been days, it was last summer, when I didn't have a lot going on.
Hmm.
I'd be like 2 or 3 hours worth of work. And then the like I when we built the chicken coops, I
Hmm.
built my chicken coop on the clock.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
remember
know,
that.
I would sit in my desk and I'd check my email and I'd do a couple of tickets that I'd have, and I'd have nothing left, and I'd hang out just for another half hour, 45 minutes, an hour, to see if anything else came in. Nothing came in. So okay. So I just took my phone with me and I went out and plugged in my air nailer, and just started putting together chicken coops. And put in the pen. And I was in a company meeting one day, and I have my headphones on, and bam, 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 nailing nailing in siding boards on my
That's
chicken coop.
that's
And
fun.
it's all done on the clock. But yeah, but then we picked up like 3 clients right after that, and then since last August, I have been pretty crazy busy
Yeah.
with either server migrations or onboarding the new clients, because I'm one of 2 senior engineers.
Hmm.
So there, and then we have 2 junior engineers, and then tech. And
Yeah.
so the two junior
Screw
engineers,
tech.
they
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said
the
that.
the 2 junior engineers, they still have their like areas of knowledge where they know the best, but they're learning the other services, the other things. And so but anything major comes to me. So not only do I do all the servers, do all the Azure, because I got my Azure certification last year. So not only do all that, but I'm also escalation for tech, or the junior engineers. When they need something, they come to me. Maybe because I'm easier to talk to than Nicola is. I don't know, but yeah. So I do all that. I do the backup assist. I assist the backup admin, because I told her I don't want to be a backup admin. Like when our previous backup admin was leaving, and I told my boss, I'm like, okay, I'm not a backup admin. I have zero interest in doing backup admin
That
job.
would be so
So
boring, dude. It'd be like doing accounts payable in accounting, just like stuffing envelopes all day. Oh my gosh.
yeah, they
Oh,
paid they paid Barb for a half days of work to do the backup admin stuff. I'm like, I have zero interest in doing
yeah.
backup admin. I just can't do it. I will assist and support her in whatever she needs, but I'm not going to do it. And
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
so I when I put in a new server, I build a VM specifically for it. I link in the array. We get a standard hard drive array for the backup drives, and then SSDs for the VMs. And so I'll build up a VM, and I'll specifically for Veeam, and I'll set the hard drive array up, and then I will just pass it through to the VM as a second disk for it, so that it can use that disk for storing the backups. And I'll do all that configuration and open the ports to the hypervisor and everything, so that it can talk to it and help her get it all set up. and then when she needs to do the updates periodically, like every couple of months, I will help her go through and download the new version and install it and all that. So
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. I don't mind that. I don't mind setting up a backup. Like that's fine.
yeah,
That's totally fine. But yeah, monitoring them all the time, like
yep. I'm not going to do the
heck
daily checks to
no,
see if it's working and what's the
dude.
problem and open the tickets with Veeam. Nope. I do. I'll go in and check with her. I'll look at the thing, see if it's something that I can fix, and then say, all right, open a ticket with Veeam.
Yeah. Yep. No, I totally agree with that. 100%. Oof.
Yeah.
So, oh, somebody's. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Tell me to check my blood pressure. I haven't checked it in like 3 or 4 days because I'm just so healthy. 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 I
So what do
wonder.
you? What are you're making a tennis? What is this? A pickleball?
Tennis. Don't be gay. It's pickleball, homie.
That's what I said. I changed it to pickleball. I saw a
Yeah.
tennis court, and then I changed it to pickleball.
Sure.
So
Anyway,
it's like pong but pickleball, or
uh, yeah, no, it's not like Palm. So it's a secret. It's a bit of a secret. So I made that one
I mean
game.
you have it on a public stream. It's not that big of a
Yeah,
secret.
but they don't even know what it does. They don't know. They just know I'm raycasting and making a box appear when I click. It's like, right? They don't have any idea what this is. But anyway, it's I was making that one game, Hell and Earth, with the little bat that flies around and stuff,
Yeah.
and and it works pretty well. I think I showed it to you, right?
You
The
showed me, yeah, you showed me some of the early stuff, and I was doing
yeah,
some of the
that's
artwork, but then the AI stuff was not giving me the models the way that
yeah,
it wouldn't keep them consistent. It was driving me
that's
nuts, and
that's what I ran into with this is that I tried. I thought, oh, I'll just use AI, and then I was like, well, that's not working. And then I started hand drawing them because then I can hand draw pretty well. But just I got overwhelmed at the vast amount of art assets that I
yeah,
needed, and I was just like, uh, and I just lost interest.
that's where I was. You like said, oh, I need all these things, and so I started doing it, and
Yeah,
and and then I couldn't get the stylus to remain
that's what
stable,
killed me.
so
Or like
you,
the size, like
yep,
you'll make a sprite. You
yep,
try and make an animated sprite, but like all the sprites are just like his legs are a little fatter on the second frame, and
yeah.
so anyway,
It's not putting them at 64 by 64. It's doing 67 by
oh yeah,
62, and I'm just
exactly
like, oh
right.
my god. Yeah,
So yeah, I know it's really
exactly.
frustrating. So I got this thing, Oh, here, let me reset this. So yeah, I mean, this is the game, right? And you can fly around, and you can buy a little store, buy your dark portal. And so like this is my dark portal, and I have the little tutorial up top here. I don't know why it's so weird shaped. It
I mean,
should
I
be.
guess I'll have to wait 20 seconds for the thing
Oh
to
yeah,
catch up.
yeah. There's like a little tutorial up top, and you go through the dark portal, and you can go to the little computer and apply for a promotion. You can buy all your little rooms and stuff. Anyways, so like it's functional to it, to a degree, in that you can buy your stuff for your base, and then people come and they come in and they get killed, and they spawn in and go inside the building and they get trapped, and the whole thing is like at its core functional. Well, not the whole thing is at its core functional enough to test out some artwork. I mean, it's got a ton more to do in the game, but
Hmm.
just the art is just garbage. And so the issue is I was like, okay, we need better assets, and then I started drawing the assets by hand, and I was like, there's just no way this is gonna take. I mean, I'm not an artist. If I was really good, I could probably do it faster, but I'm slow at drawing good stuff, and so anyways, I gave up. And then Owen said he wants to get into drawing 8-bit art, and I was like, "You draw my assets. I got something for you to practice on." And so it's been like 2.5 weeks, and he still hasn't drawn even the main character guy that flies around, your little bat guy.
Mm.
And so it's like, all right, well, that's not going to happen. And so I kept telling myself, I'll just push through it. I'll get it done. This is a great idea for a game. Like it'll have a decent following, because I was, I feel like I was very successful with the games that I made on the Apple store. I never published an Android game, but I did Apple games because they're just easier to develop on Apple because you don't have all the stupid screen sizes. And now it's harder. because there is multiple. But Android is like, oh my gosh, the screen
Sure.
size. Anyways, and I made some decent money with those like games years ago, and so I thought, well,
Hmm.
I've been successful at picking stuff that people enjoy playing and doing. So I was gonna do this game, and then it became too much trying to draw because I need a million different art assets, and all the other games I made were very like they were complex games, but it didn't require a lot of assets. I could reuse a lot of the same things and stuff like that. So, anyways,
Right, like
the
the one
jumble
that
words,
was
yeah, or like
Jumble Words and the
Bouncy
Boo one.
Boo, and yeah, I mean those were the two best ones, right? Jumble Word and Bouncy Boo. Man, they did so
Uh-huh.
good. Bouncy Boo was in the top 10 or the top 100 games on the App Store for like 2 weeks. I mean that's like a big deal to be in the top 100, you know. And then Nintendo sent me a cease and desist letter.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, but it doesn't matter. So that's this one, and so this game here is not a game. Uh, it's a tool that I think that
The pickleball one.
yeah,
Maybe you should go live on Discord so I can actually see it in real time. Because I mean,
oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
watching the stream, but like I say, it's about 20 seconds
Oh
behind, and
yeah, here, let's do this. I'll share my screen on Discord.
so I mean, I'm seeing the elevator thing looks kind of cool. You're catching
Yeah.
people in the cage,
How do I?
but
Can I? Where's my? Oh, there it is. Share your screen. Window, entire screen. Ka-chow. Share. I hope it doesn't break OBS. Yeah, there you go. Can you see it now on Discord?
yeah, I just gotta. Yeah, yeah, I got
Okay.
it up.
So this is actually something I've searched for, and if I had any more than 0 followers, I would not tell you this on the stream. But since I have exactly 0 followers, uh,
Well, I mean that's not true, but
yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. Like nobody watches this crap. But so this is something I've searched for and I've wanted, and I've never been able to find. Something that is critical in pickleball. It's more important than like it's not more important. It's just there's a lot of important things, but it's an important thing is positioning on the court. Is where do you hit the ball, right? I mean that's a big question. You're hitting a ball. Where do you hit the ball? Um, and so the problem is, especially at like in like my division, 3-5 to 4-0 division. Okay, that level of player, which you don't know what that means. That's like upper intermediate player. Okay, for
mhm.
an upper intermediate player, um, it's like the game changes because people have now they've learned how to hit the ball. You can hit a pretty good shot. You can hit a good drive. You can hit drop. All the shots that like you're struggling to like even hit over the net and in bounds. Now you can hit those consistently. Okay, so what do you do with them? Well, you just hit them all the time, and so you try and hit all these tricky shots all the time, and then you make mistakes, or you hit it in the wrong place, and so now you can hit a 60-mile-an-hour drive over the net and in bounds, which is better, and so that's what you do all the time because um, now it's like the first thing you learn in pickleball is offense. How do I control the ball to go where I want it to? How do I hit the ball? And you develop that coordination, but now you have no defense. Like all you've worked on is just the coordination to even hit the ball at all. Okay? And does that make sense? And so where the
Mhm.
weakness is in people that play in the upper intermediate division is they struggle with people who know where to hit the ball. And they struggle with people who hit the ball fast. So what tends to happen is everybody just hits the ball super fast to try and get it past their opponent's reaction time or coordination level. Like they're not coordinated enough to hit it back properly if it goes really fast. So people in my division, they just drive everything as fast as they can. And that works against a 3.5 player. But if you play against a 4.5 player, their coordination level and their reaction time is fast enough, they just hit it back to you. And then you're screwed because now the ball is going
Mhm.
twice as fast because they have your power plus their power, and now you miss it because you're the 3.5 to 4 player. And so what this game does is it controls all the variables. The ball always moves the same speed. Your players on the board always move the same speed, and the goal is to to win a point. You cannot control where the players move. The only thing you can choose is where you put the ball in the court. That's it. That's the only thing you can choose.
Hmm.
And the players will always move in the same way. You know, the same movement strategy. The ball will always, so you can't like be like, "Oh, here's the ball. I'm going to speed it up and hit it really fast to make a miss." That's not an option. You just have to. So the goal is to move the opposing players around the court to create an open space so that you can score a point without relying on being more physically adept than the other people. It's like if you know what I mean, because that's what happens, right? It's well, who can hit it faster and harder? Well, if so
Right.
that's what this is. It's to train. It's to train you on on where to position on the court and then where to hit the ball on the court to move the opponents around to create a weakness on the other side of the court. And
Hmm.
there's no tools out there that I've been able to find. And I know that people look for this. There's like websites for training, like watch these videos on how to position and where to hit, and like all this. There's so much information out there, and I'm like, that all sucks because I can listen to a professional pickleball player talk all day, and I can try and take it in, but there's nothing like clicking on the screen or tapping the screen and like seeing what happens and going, oh, I get it now. And you do the same thing 4 or 5 times and it doesn't work, or it does work, and you go, oh, that's why that works. And then your brain starts to
Mm.
think like that because you can memorize a formula, but training your brain to think in a way that's strategic on a pickleball court is very different. And so
Mm.
that's the goal. That's the goal. And so I think that it's this part's easy. The part that I'm just getting started on this thing. But the hard part's going to be the AI logic, right? Is programming the position on the court, that kind of stuff. But I think I could do it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I tried to like get AI. So I have this other one that was like, let's see if I can find it here. It's kind of interesting. Here we go. I'll show you. It was this is the original one. I was going to do a three-dimensional version of this, okay? And
Okay.
I was like, dude, this is simple. AI can do math. I'll just have AI write all the AI logic. I was thinking this will be easy. I'll just have ChatGPT or Copilot or Grok. I'll just tell them what I want, and I won't even. I'll just copy and paste the code. I'm sure that they can do this. No chance, and no chance at all. Okay, so here's the game, and like this is it. I can't get the AI to be able to hit the ball over the net. Like they can't make a thing that will make the ball go high enough over the net. Dude, I spent like 4 or 5 hours trying to get like Copilot, Grok, or ChatGPT to write code that will send the ball over the top of the net. So like if I click here, it obviously has to hit the ball a little bit higher and I'm in a greater arc to make it land shorter. If I click down here, it should hit the ball faster and lower to get to that point. Just that logic of how the ball moves,
Right.
dude, zero chance. And I was like, oh well, I just got to write the logic myself, which is stupid because it's a whole bunch of math and all that crap. But like, there's no
Yeah.
chance.
It's doing the target point, but it's not taking the net into account.
Well, and even it will take the net into account, and then like you'll be like, okay, I'll always hit it over the net, blah blah blah, and then it works on it, but then it'll pop it like straight up in the air, 70 feet in the air, and it'll come straight down. It's like, no, well, don't go that high in the net, just go like a little over the net and hit it a little bit faster so that it can, and you try and put in these variables, and it's like it's just too stupid. It can't do it. AI is just not ready for that kind of math, for that kind of
Yeah.
like there's a lot to it, and so I'm just gonna. So, anyways, I didn't like the 3D anyway. I didn't love the way that this looks. I mean, originally the camera is actually supposed to be a little different. The camera's supposed to be actually this camera. This is just so I could test, so I could see it from the side view. But the
Sure.
actual camera is supposed to be still top down like this, but it's like more 3D looking. And so I'm scrapping that, and I'm just doing completely 2D, not even people. And the reason why is I think that after I thought about it, having this three-dimensional approach where it looks, oh my gosh, what happened? Where it's like kind of like it'd be like kind of like this angle here. I feel like there's introducing the depth where it's like it feels like you're behind your character and now everything's slightly like introducing the concept of now you have to train your brain on X, Y, and Z axis. And
Right.
I feel like the height is a little bit irrelevant to training your brain where to position the ball, and it just adds an extra uh, it's more challenging for the person to place it on the ball and compute where to hit the ball. And I think that mentally, just worrying about X and Y and not worrying about Z is going to be simpler for the user. And I think that it will just be more effective. So I'm just scrapping the 3D idea and the AI idea, and we're just writing it ourselves. So yeah. Anyways, That's what I'm working on
And
now.
this way you can have it do the lob as far as like well, you said the speed's going to remain the same. You're
Yeah,
just picking the
exactly
drop
right. So,
location.
so I'm changing it. It's the ball. There won't even be a height on the ball. Everything's just going to be on a flat
Right.
plane, and it'll just go straight. It'll just disregard the fact that net's even there, and it'll just go wherever you choose. And so I'm not sure how the controls are going to work because you have to choose where you want to hit the ball, and then where you want your guy to move after you hit the ball. And so I'm not sure how I'm going to work that out, but I'll figure out the controls. But right now I'm just making the logic to here's the ball. It has to go and whatever. But
Mhm.
yeah. So that's what I'm
Cool.
working on here. Lots of things to do. Ba-boom. Well,
So my son, Gavin,
hmm
I tried talking to him. I was because I'm going out there next month for James's wedding, and so I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm going to be in the area next in April for my friend's wedding. I wanted to see you and my grandkids, and so you know is do you have room for me? I just need a corner to sleep in. It doesn't even have to be, I can either sleep on the couch or I can bring it and I'll buy a cot when I get there and just tuck a cot in the closet. I don't care. And
hmm
he was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Eh, But all right, so hey, it's no problem. I was just looking to see if I could save $500 on a Verbo or whatever. So
hmm
not a big deal, not a big deal at all. I can cover a rental and a car. Don't worry about it. And so, but I said I do still want to see you. Well, I haven't even thought about visiting. I was like, what? That's so far away. It's like it's really not,
Yeah, that's
because
not.
now
Time
here it is.
flies.
I'm going to be there in like 3 weeks. So it's really not. Um, but he was not talkative at all.
Really.
Yeah, like I text him and he would either ignore it for days and days and days, or he'd leave it on red and not respond when I'm asking him questions. Like, hey, I'm making arrangements. Are you going to be able to have time off? Are you going to be available in the evenings? What's your work schedule look like? Just all kinds of stuff. Trying to make plans. Like I need to book my flight. I mean, I can get a rental car. I need to be able to go to James's wedding anyway, so I don't expect him to provide a vehicle when I can do that. And but he wasn't answering me, and so finally he texted me yesterday I think it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. He
hmm
texted me Tuesday, and he's like, "Look, I was trying to get this all sorted out before I really talked to you, but I lost my job in December."
Weird. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
and so
That's why he wasn't
because
talkative.
that's why. Like 2 years ago, he was having a hard time. He had lost his job, but then too, there's two main reasons he loses his jobs. One, his wife keeps asking him to stay home, and so he takes a day off, and then he gets in trouble for too many absences at work. And like one time,
Yeah.
he had taken off the morning. He came in the afternoon, or maybe he came in late. I think this is what it was. He had taken off too many days prior, and he came in late that morning, and so his manager pulls him in and says, "Look, you've got too many absences and you've got too many tardies. I got to put you on notice." And then he comes back like after break and says, "Hey, my wife needs me. Can I leave early?" And the guy's like, "Are you serious?" And just pack your stuff, get out. So so he had this issue with she's feels lonely because she wasn't working at the time, and so she kept trying to get him to take time off, and so he'd lose his job for that. And the other reason is because too many tardies. He's been taking the bus to work, but the bus schedule isn't consistent, and
hmm
it's supposed to be, but sometimes it's running a little late, and so he would not get to work on time. And so apparently that's what it was in December. He lost his he worked contract work for like Oh, I can't think of it. It's like insurance, not insurance, but like financial planning companies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's low level finance stuff. If he wanted to, he could like get these certifications, but it's really in depth, and he didn't do that. But so now he's trying to find other things, and I like sent him information on. He's 28, so I sent him information on getting like an electrician's apprenticeship. Sent him
Sure.
the trade school that's there in town, and like two trade schools and stuff for getting his because I think a electrician's apprentice would be a great opportunity for him. They pay decent. If you get on the electricians union, you have consistent work. Shouldn't be a problem. But he needed to also because he had lost his job, his car got repoed.
Really?
And he was yeah, and so he was really trying to get a job so that he could be able to get his car out of the repo, and the like it was $250 payment, but now there's also like there was another $250 worth of fees on top of that because of the repo, the fees and the storage fees and stuff. So he had to borrow $500. So and he was just at the end. But a couple of years ago, he had lost his job. He had a his apartment was like 16 or 17, $1,800 a month, and and he couldn't afford it, but kept he wouldn't move because he's like, no, we're on a lease. I'm like, dude, you're not going to be on the lease, and for very much longer, they're going to just boot you. You just need to take the eviction and go somewhere you can actually afford. So instead of doing that, he would call my mother and ask her for money. She basically paid his rent for almost a year.
That's a long time.
Yeah. And I would call her and I was like, no, don't give him any more money. He needs to lose the place. He needs to. Well, I was like, Mom, you're giving him my inheritance.
Yeah.
And, well, I want to help him out. He's like, yeah, but we're not helping him out by enabling him. He
Right.
he needs he needs to lose it. Now his cars, I think, is a different thing, but a house that he just won't give up on that's too expensive for him, he needs to lose it. And it worked out when because she went on a cruise, so she was out in the middle of the ocean. She couldn't take a call. She was 3 days no cell service, out in the ocean on a Pacific cruise, and during that time he ran out of money. He got his short term eviction notice. If you don't pay by this date, you're out. And he called me, and I was like, I don't have the money to cover that. I've got a couple $100. I can give you bus fare or some food, diapers for the baby, but I can't pay your $2,000 in rent. That's not happening. I mean, I live off credit. I rotate my entire check goes to pay my credit card, and then I put all my bills on my credit card, and my check goes to pay off my credit card. So I
Mm.
don't keep very
Yeah.
much cash anyway. Everything is just money comes in, gets put on to pay down credit, and then I just put my bills back on credit and pay off
Right.
the credit card.
Yeah, that's what we do
You
too.
know,
Yeah, just everything's on credit. It just makes.
yeah. So I don't keep cash. I mean, the only reason I had the money to give him yesterday was because I had like Skip had borrowed twice. Skip had borrowed like three. He borrowed $300, and then he paid me back. And I put it. What I did was he called me and asked if he could borrow money for like a phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of giving him money because I live on credit, I said, "Give me the account number for your phone bill." And then I just went to the website and paid the bill. And so he paid me back. And then he had borrowed money again, and I did the same thing. And so with those two payments, I had like $600 in Venmo because he would just pay me back on Venmo. And so that was the only reason I had any cash to give him. Otherwise, I would have had to say, just give me what you have, and I'll call the the company and put it on credit. So yeah, but that's what's going on in his
Dude,
life is
that's a.
he's looking for work, and he's been looking since
I know he's been.
December.
I was gonna say, I know that's been a struggle for him, though. I think you mentioned something about that
Yeah,
before. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So I'm hoping that he's been doing these contract um, finance jobs and stuff. But I mean, he's 28. He's young. He's got time to make mistakes, and you know. But I want him to. I
Well,
would
he's
like him to
still,
try.
I mean, he does have time to make mistakes, but it's like getting to be time. He's almost 30. I mean,
Mhm.
it's
Right.
time to get moving along. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want him to. I sent him the. I figured a trade school would be good
Oh, 100%.
because if he goes in and learns how to get, if he gets his electricians, this is the kind of crap I was trying to get Cameron to do.
Yeah.
Right. 7 years ago, when Cameron was like a ski bum, I was like,
Hmm.
dude, go to a trade school. You
Yeah.
don't need to pay for a college. They'll get you a grant to cover the entire thing. They'll help you get a job afterward. You'll get on a union and you will always have work. What are you doing? "Oh, I don't want to do a trade. Okay, work retail and restaurants the rest of your life.
I know, right?
Okay,
Uh,
if that's and then and then in the family chat he just complains about having crappy work his entire and for the last 7 years. I'm like, you would already be a journeyman by now.
yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah,
You could have
it
your
takes 4 years to
own
be a journeyman.
shop.
Yep.
Yeah, he could have been 4 years, gotten his journeyman, working under a master, or gone on to open his own shop, have his own employees, and be running his own business.
Yeah. Or working for, 45, $50 an hour for another company as a
Yeah,
journeyman.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, I know. An electrician's a great job. I mean, a great job. It pays well. I'll tell you, it's a freaking boring job. Like,
Oh, sure.
oh,
I
blow.
mean, most jobs are boring. I mean, I
No,
like
no, no, no.
working
I mean,
for.
like you're not building anything. Like that's why I hate it. It's just like IT
Well,
even. IT, I'm writing programs, I'm troubleshooting, I'm building a network, I'm programming a router, I'm doing something. Like
right.
I love carpentry obviously because I love making things. Like that's the thing.
Hmm.
Electrical, you literally make zero. You're like screwing in lights. You know what I mean? Like it's
I mean,
so
you're
boring.
screwing in lights, you're screwing in plugins, but the house doesn't run without you.
I know, but there's no. Let me
The
put it this.
house is not complete
This is
if it
why.
doesn't have the
I know,
electrical.
I know. And some people love it. Here's the thing. I am an artist. Everything I have to do, I have to be able to translate to
No,
like,
I understand that.
this is
I
art.
understand
There
that.
is no art in electrical. Like there's not, it's like plumbing.
Right.
Zero electrical. There's not even a chance. Like framing even is like the most like grotesque form.
No,
It's
no.
just,
If you're an artist, you're a finished carpenter.
yeah, or you could be a finished carpenter, a tile guy, a painter, a
Right.
drywaller, even. You can even be an HVAC technician because there's a lot of art in how you put the ductwork in the house. There's just no art in electrical. Oh, it's just you're just a robot, you know. But it pays well, and a lot of people make really good livings, and they like that, and so I'm not saying you shouldn't be an electrician. I'm grateful for electricians because then I don't need to do that crap. I'm grateful for accountants because I don't need to do that crap, even if accountants are the worst people in the world. Like, yeah, the worst. You wanted to
Yeah.
be an accountant.
It wouldn't be. I didn't want to be an accountant, but I was looking at bookkeeping just
Yeah,
because.
yeah, yeah. It's fine if
You
you
know.
want to be an accountant. I just, you've proven that you could do other things. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think like
But
accounting is like there's just no creativity in accounting. Again, it's because it's not an art form, and I want to be an artist. Yeah, yeah. So I get it.
no,
I get
I
it.
completely get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bookkeeping was more of just like I was trying to think of something that would be something. But now, I mean, as soon as started getting to the point it's at, I'm like, okay, there's no way. Because if I was going to go in and start a business as a bookkeeper, AI can do this job.
Oh yeah.
AI can do this job simply. So this is going to be one of the first ones that goes away. So no,
Oh,
I'm
bookkeeping?
that yeah, bookkeeping.
Yeah. I mean, it
I mean,
can.
just it's processing transactions like
It's just
categorizing
math.
transactions, and then
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
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 just like,
literally
oh,
just
where,
math.
and it's looking at patterns. So you just look at, okay, over the last 2 years of your business, this kind of transaction has been routed here, and if there's a question, then it goes to the accountant to clarify. It's going to be a simple thing that AI is going to handle easily. So I was like, crap. So I put a couple $100 into that, and
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I gotta stop. Um, But and then all the email things. I've tried several business, but I think that it's important. I was watching a video the other day, and the guy was saying, the y- with the way the economy is going, with the way the AI is coming out and things, the best thing that you can really do is not to focus on trying to get one job that pays really great, but have a bunch of little things that make you money. And so I was like looking at the little game shop that's over here in town.
Mm-hmm.
The game shop has, well, it's got the game shop, and then it also has the escape room, and it has the treasure chest. So they've got their little knickknacks and stuff, and then they also do party rentals. The- It's
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same two or three people that are running all of these businesses.
Yeah.
And so they have all of these things that are run out of this one business, and that's the way they did it, because it would definitely wasn't enough to have the game shop. It definitely wasn't enough to have the party rentals, but you combine them all under one umbrella, and that together is giving them the income that they need.
Yeah. Yeah. And
So
that's what I mean, that's what I'm trying to do
yeah,
with
so
all this
that's
kind
what
of
you're
thing.
doing. I see it when
Yeah.
you're talking about you've got your guitars, you've got your carpentry, you're handyman, you've got you're working on a video game. All of these things have the potential to bring you in some
Yeah.
that will make up the whole.
Yeah. That's the hope, but I'm still not making any money. But that's all right. That's what
Right.
it is. It's what
I
it
mean,
is.
the time to pay off.
Yeah. Yep.
How did your algorithm go? You had written that trading algorithm. Did it just didn't work out the way you would
No,
hoped?
it worked. It worked. It worked fine. Um, I made a lot of trading out. I made a lot. I mean, like when I say a lot, I mean like 50, 60 trading algorithms. A lot. Well, remember, I spent like 3 months doing nothing but just
Mhm.
writing trading algorithms, and I was in my office all the time, and um, and they work. A lot of them do. Some didn't work very well. Some worked better. They all made money to some degree, but what I learned is that, and I've stopped day trading, not because I'm against it. I think it's great. So to do algorithmic trading, like I felt pretty confident with some of my algorithms, and in fact, I was like, these are flipping genius, especially when I did like in TradingView, they have the ability to run the algorithm over an extended period. Like you can basically like pick a period of time and be like, okay, from 2023 January 1 to
Sure, do paper
2024.
trading. How would my thing have
Yeah, and then
worked
it'll
out?
run it on actual historical data. Like if I started
Right.
with this much, how much would I have done? And like some of them, like they increased, they did well. They did really, really well. Better than a lot of algorithms that you can pay money for. And but what I found is that if you want to make if you want to take $20,000, okay, and you want to turn that into a living, like let's say you want to turn $20,000 into $100,000 in 2 years, you have to gamble it. That's the only
Mhm.
chance, right? Is anybody who does day trading like that, I am 100% convinced they're just gamblers and they got lucky. If you want to make consistent profits, like zero risk profits, like you write an algorithm that's smart and it trades when it can trade, it takes its losses, it does stuff where it's like that if you just let this thing run, there's no way you're going to lose money and you're going to make money. You have to have $500,000.
Mm,
Do you see what I mean? Because
yeah.
I can write an algorithm that will make you 8%, 10% a year on crypto. In some cases, when I was trading XLM with it, I was making some months I would make 20%, 20% annual 20% for the year, aggregated down. I mean, like really good, but what's 10% of $20,000, Brian? That's not going to pay my mortgage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even like I said, even some of the other ones I was doing really well with, but it would fluctuate. Like it's like if the market does the right thing, you can make 40%. If the market
Yeah.
doesn't do the right thing, you can make 3%. Okay. And so, like, if you average it out, let's say that, on average across everything, let's say I would make 15% gains. Well, that's still pretty good for an annual investment. That's really good. But you can't do that with
But it's
$20,000.
$3,000 over a
Exactly right.
year.
Exactly right. And I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
anybody,
that's
yeah,
just putting together your putting your own algorithm into taking your savings or your already investments and working your investments instead of sending it off to some trading firm to do it for you. You've just written the algorithm to do it yourself, but
yes,
it doesn't make you the money that you need to live on.
exactly. And that was the point. And so it's like, and I know I
Yeah,
watched all these videos, these traders who are like, oh, I started with $30,000 and now I have $1 million. And I'm like, yeah, that guy gambled though, and he got lucky. And a lot of people gamble and
right.
they don't get lucky. And I tried gambling. I would gamble with 500 bucks and I'd lose it or I'd make it. And it was good, and it was fine. And all in all, I broke about even with my money, but I had enough losses and enough wins to realize like this is gambling, the day trading thing. Unless you're
Mhm.
willing to only make 10%, 15%, 3%, whatever gains consistently to say I'm going to consistently trade up, which means that you got to have, at least 100,000, but probably half a million bucks to start. And if I had a half a million bucks, I'm confident that I could make a tidy living with algorithmic trading. And I think it's the only way to go because consistently that thing was way better than I could do by watching the charts because there's no emotion involved. It just always makes the
Right.
choice that I set it up to do. And like, because when I get into trading, I get there and I think, oh, but I really think the market's going to go, or I really think it's going to go down, or I really think this is going to happen. I'm looking at the numbers, yeah, this is, and then I'm just wrong, because it was on a
Yeah.
feeling. And so it's like, nope. And I just learned it's like create the algorithm, like what's works, you've looked at the data, just let it run and just trust it because as soon as you start meddling with feelings, it's over. And so I love it, but it's just not enough money to do it with, and that's that. So I just really don't do it anymore. And now we don't have any money because we've sold it all to pay our mortgage. So
Right.
so that's that. But if I ever got, if I won the lottery or somebody gifted me $300,000, 100%, I would open up my TradingView account, get my 3Com, and run those algorithms, and I would never have to work again. So,
Yeah.
but it makes me feel good. It's like I learned a ton about how the market works. Like, I mean, I know crypto trading really. I don't know the market. Like, this is what I never could get because I hate it. I hate details. Brian, I freaking hate details. Uh, and so like I've never been good at like watching the market and like, oh, well, Trump raised oil prices, and so that's going to mean that people are going to sell this, or there's a war over that crap. I don't care about. That never worked for me because I just hate reading up on stuff. But what works is I just looked at the candlesticks, and I was like, okay, well, when this happens more than half the time. If X, Y, and Z happens, 60% of the time this other thing happens, which means I'm going to win more than I'm going to lose. So let's bet on that
Mhm.
and and that's
Mhm.
that's how I did. It was just strictly just look at the candlesticks and don't worry about the rest of the world. And that's what worked for me. And it was a great experience, and I learned a lot. And maybe one day I'll get into that. But day trading for a living, it's the same problem. You have to have money to make money.
Right.
Yeah. Or you can gamble and sometimes get lucky and maybe that'll happen. Some people bought into, you know, Pepe coin and made $1 billion, but a lot of people lost a lot of, you
Right.
know.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so, yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Doge thing, right? So
Yeah.
the Doge was when I bought a handful of Doge, like $8. Like I
Hmm.
bought $8 worth of Doge and it was a couple thousand Doge. And I just used it to play roulette with. I didn't even care about it, right? And then all of
Hmm.
a sudden it's like starts going up and up and up. And like my boss at my previous job was like, "Oh, Dogecoin is a thing." I was like, "This is a meme coin. It's completely inflationary. What are you talking about? They just
Yeah.
make more every day. This is not going to be worth anything. It doesn't make any sense." He's like, "Yeah, it's a meme coin and that's why it's going to go up." And then it almost hit a dollar. It hit like 89 cents or whatever. And I sold the few that I had like at 60 or something. Um I had a couple hundred left after playing roulette with it because I hit this ridiculous streak of because so when I was playing roulette, I was just doing red black red black red black,
Uh-huh.
and I and I would, I would put whatever my bet was. Let's say my bet was 30, so I would put 30 on red, and then I would put three each on the greens. If I'm playing a double green, like an aught and a double aught, Then I would
Mhm.
put 3 each on the greens just to cover my bet because the green payout was 35 to 1, and so it made sense to just put 10% on the greens to cover it.
Sure.
And so and then if it hit red, then I win. If it hit black, well then I would just double my red to make back what I lost, and and to hold it because I expected it, or my guessing was red black red black 50-50. There's there's other than the greens, there's 50% of the board is red and 50% of the board is black. So odds are over time it should hit them relatively evenly. And I
Mhm.
hit this streak of like 12 or 16 blacks in a row where I just it was on red and I was just trying to get it to double and I lost most of them.
Hmm.
And I
Mm.
was like, this is ridiculous. Holy crap, this streak is so insane. And yeah, I could have switched, but if
It
I would
gets
have switched,
addictive
then
though,
I was
doesn't it?
sure it would have hit red, and then I
Yeah.
would have.
It gets
So
addictive,
yeah,
man. It's like you just gotta see what's gonna happen next. Yeah.
and I like I said, it was $8 worth of Doge that I had purchased, and so I wasn't really concerned with it if I lost it. I bought it to lose it. It's like when my grandfather would go to jackpot, and he would take like $500 and he just run it through the slot machines, and then he would come over to wherever my grandmother was playing Keno or whatever, and he'd
Mhm.
take her winnings and he would go and pour it into the slot machines, and he'd lose it all, and he didn't care. Grandpa had ridiculous amounts of money, and
I need a
he
grandpa
he
like
didn't
that.
you're right. I mean, at one point, he told me that he had like 35 grand in his checking account. I was like, are you insane? In your checking account? Why don't you have them working for you, invested or something?
Yeah.
But he always had CDs. My mother kept finding paperwork for CDs after he died. So he's got 35,000 in this CD and 40,000 in that CD. And, you know, there's a reason why when I bought this house and I needed a $10,000 down payment, I went,
You called
Mom,
him?
can I borrow $10,000? And she's like, what makes you think I have $10,000? I was like, because you just had three of your parents die and leave you guys a bunch of money. And what are you
'Cause you're a
kidding me?
millionaire, that's why.
Because you
Don't
have
lie to
one
me.
brother you have to split stuff with since your sisters are both
That's
dead.
so funny.
You have one brother to split stuff with, and grandpa was filthy rich. Come on.
Yeah. 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 Well, that's nice to
He
have that.
had he had 30 years in pension from from Idaho Power.
Mhm.
He had gotten out as an E6 from the Navy, and then
I don't know
he
what
was a
an
sergeant
E6
major.
means in the Navy.
It's petty officer. It's a senior petty officer,
None of that
whatever
means
the.
anything to me. How much money did it make? How about that? I have no
I
idea
don't know,
what that means.
but it's a pretty it's a
Petty
I mean
officer sounds terrible. You're
E9
petty.
is a top ranking enlisted person in the military.
I see.
And so he's an E6. So he's pretty high. It's higher than halfway,
Let's see.
right?
How
Pretty
much
decent.
does you said Navy?
Navy, yeah, E6.
How much does a Navy E6 make? $3,136. That can't be right.
That is probably their monthly pay because they are typically getting base housing. So
Oh,
their
I see.
home is paid
It
for.
says
They can
they start at 3,100 and they can go up to 4,800 per month after they've served 18 years. $3,000
yeah.
a month?
Yes, but like I say, housing is paid for and your food is paid for. The only thing that you're just covering personals.
But what if you want to live off base with your family?
Then you get a stipend. If you're married, you get additional money.
Oh,
If
they
you have
pay you
children,
more
you get
money if you're
additional
married.
money. Yeah.
I
Like as
see.
a PFC and then a lance corporal, I think I was making, and now this was
Oh, I see. I see.
25 years ago. But as a PFC 25 years ago, I was making 1,200, and then when I got married, it jumped to 1,600. But I had a 4-bedroom house that was completely paid for. I mean, I had to pay for the cable bill and the phone bill. That was it. Power was covered, water was covered because I lived on base housing.
Yeah, but I'm looking here. I'm gonna do this. Let's see. Active duty, pay grade E6. Select users. Let's say you've been there 10 years. That's a long time. That's not. Let's say 6 years. That's fine. Allowances. Let's see here. Family separation pay. $250 a month.
That's family
Special.
separation is probably you're overseas and your
Yeah,
family's
but
back in base level.
$250 is nothing. There's just crap on their breakfast. There's nothing. That's insane. How do people?
You don't go into the military to get rich.
No, I know, but like, okay, but look at my brother is in the Navy. I don't know what. Well, he's not now. He's retired now, but he's in the Navy for 20 whatever years, and he had a family, 5 kids, a wife, and always had a house off base. He did not do that with 4,000 a month. There's no possible chance. And she never worked. She's never worked.
Mhm.
Like you cannot have a family on less than $8,000 a month now. There's no way. You cannot have a family on less than that. So that's why I'm like, there's
I
no
mean,
those.
I have a family and I don't make $8,000 a
Yeah,
month.
but your wife works. Together, you guys make well $8,000
I
a
guess
month.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Together it's a little over 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's yeah. I mean it's like that's 96,000 a year, and that's like I feel like $100,000 is about what you have to make as a family to survive nowadays if
Take
you have
home.
kids. Yeah,
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 yeah. Cuz together it's like 125.
yeah, exactly. You got to be able to take home $100,000 a year, otherwise you just can't make it. And that's crazy when the median pay is like still 50,000. Yeah, it's
Well, I
crazy.
mean, New York is trying to raise minimum wage to $30 an hour.
I know that's just so freaking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the problem is not that. Like that's not the problem or the solution. It's just
Well, if you want to push automation, the best way to do it is to raise the minimum wage to $30 an hour.
which I do want to push automation. I've told you this. Like I am excited and ready for UBI. Like let's do it. We're gonna go there anyway. Let's just rip off the band-aid and go with it. Like I'm serious. Like I think that is going to solve a lot of problems. I think it's going to create a lot of problems, but none of those problems affect me, so I don't give a crap. I'm ready for
Did you know
UBI.
that Andrew Yang did not start UBI? UBI was talked about back in the 60s.
Yes, it's been forever. I know.
Like during the race riots after Martin Luther King was killed, and the blacks were just running around burning down their neighborhoods for some
Hmm.
stupid reason. Uh, During that time, the Democrats had put out a report. I just heard it. Was it yesterday or today? Can't remember. And they were saying even with all of these things that we're proposing, including it was UBI, including paying people just don't riot and we'll give you $1,000 a month.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Even with all these problems, these solutions that we're proposing, you're still rioting. But yeah, back in the '60s, they were proposing UBI.
Yeah. Well, I'm I'm down. I'm down for it. I'm ready for it. I'm good. I'm good with UBI.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
let's.
I just the problem that I have with UBI is I think that we could do UBI if we weren't giving UBI to Israel and
Yeah.
Ukraine
Well, okay.
and
That's a different topic though,
Afghanistan,
because you're
because
absolutely
all the
right.
foreign aid that we're giving to everyone, and we're not, we're Pakistani gender programs, right? All of that money that's going out, that's all of the Somalian daycare leering center fraud and the Albanian hospice LA hospice centers that Nick Shirley is currently uncovering. If it wasn't for all of those things that our tax money is going to prop up Democrats that are paying for foreigners to stay in our country to keep their voter base up, uh, then we could probably afford UBI.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't think that's ever going to change though. I think that I think the Jews have ruled the world for the entirety of my lifetime. Uh,
It's been a
I
while.
think that they have. I think that the real control of the Jews though started with 9/11. Like that was the
Oh no, it was
real.
way before then.
I know. I mean, but like I know they've always been controlling, but I mean, I think that was like when it became very blatant. Like, you know what I mean? Like America was still kind of a sovereign nation up until that point, but then with the creation of the NSA and all that stuff, like it's like, okay, we're not even America anymore. We're just the United Jewish States of America. Like we're done. America isn't even a country anymore. It's just an extension of Jerusalem or Israel. I mean, yeah. Well, that's I mean that's what I think, but who
Well,
knows?
it was definitely before then, but that, I mean, maybe made it more pronounced.
Yeah.
But it was definitely before then. I mean, the 1964 Hart-Celler Act, 64, 63. I don't remember exactly when. The Hart-Celler Act was the Immigration Act that changed it from European primarily to a third world nation primarily.
hmm
That was Hartz and Celler were both, if I remember right, were both Jews, or at least one of them was, and so that was a big part of it. It was like when, as Black Pilled, as Devin Stack is going through all of these, what he has found is the majority of the subversive people are either the the children of, or are the immigrants that came around the turn of the century from the 1800s to the 1900s, that came from Eastern Europe around the turn of the century. Like almost all of them that are the subversive problem are children of Jewish migrants that came from Eastern Europe around the turn of the century. And so it was then when the was it at the early 1900s when we got off the gold standard and switched to, or late 1800s, I don't remember the exact numbers, I have to look it up, when we got off the gold standard and switched to the debt based society. That was all basically changed the entire structure of our system to be under the rule of the Rothschilds, the banking clans. So there was that. So that's why, like Henry Ford, he used to put out a little newspaper flyer, and he would give away a copy of an issue of his flyer with every car that you bought from him that was calling out the international Jew and trying to point out the subversion and trying to say this is not a good thing. You need to we need to put a stop to this. So
There's so much history there. Like, just who knows? And it's like we don't even really know. We just know what we're. Even the people like I might think I know something. I might really think I know it, but at the end of the day, like the only thing I know is what I've been told. Like
yeah.
somebody, and for all I know, like I think I'm enlightened. I think that I've got it figured out. I'm not brainwashed. Yeah, I think I'm not brainwashed, but who the frick knows, man? I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like do you get what I'm saying? Like maybe
No,
everything
I
I
get it.
believe was fed to me by the other side because they want me to think that. Just like I think they want the other people to think the other thing. I have no idea, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you can. A lot of people say, do your research and stuff, but sometimes the research is manipulation. Sometimes the research is the subversion. You
Yeah.
know, it's the way that, like, people will point at scientific articles, but you can't trust scientific articles anymore because scientific articles are adjusted to account for social change. And like, how many scientific articles are coming out in support of trannies? How many scientific articles are coming out that are saying that, like, things like IQ isn't an adequate metric because it's based on things that are all geared towards the European societies. You can't apply it to African countries, or it was done at a time when it was all focused on European society, and so therefore it is not even accountable, and that was 30, 40, 60 years ago, and so it doesn't count anymore. Well, except for I
Hmm.
just
Hmm.
saw a thing. It was on Legion of Men, and he was watching a video of this guy who was he's an intelligent black man who had gone to, I think it was Nigeria, and he he had heard these things about, you know, and he's smart.
Mm-hmm.
He's well educated, he's smart, and so he was like, there's no way that this can be real. This has to be just a bunch of racists that are saying these awful things about my people, and it's not fair because he knew he's smart, so he can't imagine that anyone else in his group is dumb. And so he gets an IQ test, and he takes the IQ test to confirm that it's really not that difficult, and he scored pretty well on it. He didn't say what his score was, but he just said he scored pretty well. So maybe it's the 100 to 110 range, you know, he's adequate. And so he goes to Nigeria and he gives this test out to hundreds of people, that just people on the street. Hey, I've got this thing, I'll give you $50, come in, sit down, take this test, because the only way you can get anything done is to bribe people in Nigeria. So gives them their $50. They sit down, they take the test, and he's just floored. 3% of the population taking the test was over 100 IQ. 3% of the 100, 200, 500, I don't remember the exact number of people that he had take it. 3% were over 100. 3% were between 85 and 100. The majority, like the average score was 71 and the median score was 69.7.
That's actually like retarded.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's mentally retarded.
Yeah, the vast majority of the a group of people taking that test was in the 69 to 70 range.
Icky.
But that's the average, which means the scores went down as low as like 35 or 40. And he's like, I don't understand. I took the test. It's really not that hard. But it's
Yeah,
because they just don't have a high IQ. That's just the way it is. And this is
yeah.
a modern test that he reviewed, made sure that there was nothing in there that would have been Eurocentric, that would have been concepts that were difficult to understand. You know, he went through the whole thing himself, said he scored pretty well, and then was just floored.
I'm just trying to figure out why you're racist. Because the only reason why you would say these facts are because you're racist, Brian.
They're
Because
called hate facts for a reason.
yeah, yeah. I mean, they're just facts. If you weren't an empowered white privileged male, you wouldn't say these things out loud. You would think them and then deny them.
Well,
Hmm.
it's probably because I'm just tired.
You know what's interesting though
Hmm.
is so that what was I going to say? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Sorry, I'm writing this code here. Um, is that remember that show? Like it was like in the 70s. Why did my ball go the wrong direction? It's like a slingshot. Ugh. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. Remember that show? It's like a show about the rapture in the 70s where like everybody's taken away, like, God comes.
Left Behind,
Yeah, Left Behind, that's
the
it.
Kirk Cameron, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that show. I was
Yeah.
like terrified of that show. I saw it as a kid, like when I was like 7. And like every time I couldn't find my parents, I was like, "Oh my gosh, the rapture happened." I was like terrified of it. Anyways, but like there was the time when they were like, "Deny God or we'll behead you." Remember that? Like they were like lined up. They rounded up the Christians and they had them like in these lines out in the streets. And there was a guillotine there and like they were like saying like deny God and the people had to say they'd be like they put them on the guillotine laying down in like the little machine and they'd be like do you believe in God and if they said yes they'd cut their heads off and I feel like the religion of liberalism has become exactly that like we don't cut people's heads off but we cancel them we abuse them we
Cancel him.
whatever
Yeah.
we castrate them we cut their heads off maybe just politically or socially or whatever but like it's become exactly that. Like that left, like, and we see that in the scriptures, like the talk of like, if you don't follow, if you to believe in God means you'll be persecuted and killed or whatever. And it's like that seems so far-fetched to a lot of people, and even to me sometimes when I think about it. But then when you look at like what we're doing, like exactly what's happening in the world right now is a perfect similitude to that. It's bow before the religion of religion. Deny what you know is true. Like, I
Hmm.
don't care if you believe there's a God. I just want you to say out loud that there isn't, and it won't cut your head off, right? I don't care if you believe that there's only two genders. I just want you to say out loud that there isn't only two genders. I don't care if you believe that blacks are dumber than whites on average. I don't care if the facts state that. I just want you to say out loud that those facts aren't true, and then I won't ruin your life or put you in jail or whatever, you know? And it's like we are
Yeah.
literally living that right now on a small scale. And the next step is obviously imprisonment, right? We're going to put you in jail, which is already happening in Europe and
Yeah, it is in
Canada.
England.
And
Yeah. If
then
you say anything Islamophobic, you will be put in jail.
uh,
It's Malia. Sam Malia it did 2 years in jail for putting up stickers that said things like "It's okay to be white."
yeah,
He did 2 years in prison for saying "It's okay to be white" on a sticker, putting it around town.
it's so
It's in
stupid.
England.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the whole Black Lives Matter thing. People uh uh people would say like all lives matter, and that became a huge controversy. It's the same
Hmm.
crap,
Yeah.
it's not bowing to the god of liberalism.
Yeah. There was a thing just recently during the Minnesota ice raids. Um, there's a streamer named Emaru. Um, I don't watch her. She's friends with Asmongold, and I watch him,
Oh yeah, I
and
do like
that's the
Asmongold.
only reason.
I like
Yeah.
actually I
So
appreciate that he's gotten more political, and I appreciate his opinions.
yeah, he's got a good outlook on
Yeah, yeah,
things.
he's a smart guy.
He's
He's ugly as
yeah.
piss, but he's a smart guy.
Well, he's friends with Emaru, and so she on her stream one day he covered it, and this is how I saw it. On her stream, somebody posted and said, "What are your thoughts on Ice?" And she's like, "Look, if you need a game streamer, a cosplay streamer to tell you your opinions, you need to go outside and touch grass, right?"
Yeah,
This it's she was just not answering. She's like, "I don't care. It's none of my business." That was kind of her basic thing. If you need me to validate you, then you're in the wrong place and you need to go do something else.
right.
And from that, the hate mob came after her and they were just pillaring her on Twitter and stuff and attacking her streams and all this stuff because she wouldn't say the thing. And the comments, if you watch Shoe on Head does a great breakdown of it, where all of the comments in the whole thing are just say the thing, just say the thing, say the line. Why aren't you saying the line? You're supposed to say the line. Just say the line. How hard is it just to say the line? You know,
Mhm.
yeah, just what you were saying. They don't care if you believe it, they only want you to say it.
Yeah, yeah. It's true. It's true. It's so frustrating, but what do you do? It's the world
Yeah,
we
and
live in.
then so of course then she unfortunately broke and said gave her apology. She came out and said, "Look, I should have been more sensitive. I understand that this is
Oh
a
yeah, of course.
and then they don't say, "Well, thank you for admitting it and coming. Now you're welcome back." No, it was your non-answer, non-apology, blah 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 blah, and just continuing to hate on her. It's like you can't apologize. The people who have recovered through these things, like Matt Walsh, he does the probably the best, where he's just like, "I don't care." And then over in England, the the current he's the Restore Britain Party. He's gosh, I can't think of his name. Like Nigel Farage was Reform, and he's not the guy I'm talking about. It's the new guy, Restore Britain. He was in the Reform Party, but Nigel Farage kicked him out when he said he wanted to send back all of the people who had been part of the rape gangs and their entire families that were covering for them. They all need to go. And that's when Nigel Farage tried to get him arrested for hate speech and kicked him out of the party and stuff. Rupert Lowe. Rupert Lowe is the name of the guy. So Rupert Lowe, he's doing the same thing as Matt Walsh. Basically, he would tweet things like, "Apparently, I'm racist for saying this. Oh well." and what are you going to do now? So there's so many things where if people call you racist, you just go, okay.
Yeah.
Just get
Right, there's
what
what
are
can
you
you do
gonna do?
about it? Yeah, there's nothing you
Yeah,
can do about it.
I've taken all your power because instead of going, no, 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 I'm not racist. I'm not racist. Now what?
Yeah,
Okay, I accept
yeah.
that. Piers Morgan. Did you see the Piers Morgan and Nick Fuentes interview?
I think
Maybe some
so.
clips.
Yeah, maybe some
You
clips.
know,
I don't
you
know.
know who Nick Fuentes is, right?
Yeah,
Runs
yeah.
the America First podcast on
I
Cozy,
know
I
you've
think.
talked about him a lot, and I know I've seen a bunch of clips from him and
Yeah,
stuff from.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've watched him. I don't listen to his show. He's so mean to his audience, and it's just dumb. But they're a bunch of teenagers and stuff, and so I've heard him. I like his clips. I think he's entertaining when he's on other people's podcasts. I listen to his interviews sometimes, but I don't watch his show.
Hmm.
Um, but when he was on Piers Morgan, and Piers says, "So the internet says you're racist," and he's like, "Sure, um, yeah, I guess if that's what you want to say, okay." And Piers Morgan from that point was just smug. Haha, I got you. You're racist. That means we can discount all of your opinions. They don't mean anything. And Nick was like, I don't care. You were going to call me racist anyway. So what difference does it make? But
Yeah,
Piers, being the boomer that he is, thought that this was the magic word that completely ends a person. And it doesn't anymore. People are tired of it. And there's so many people that are just like,
yeah.
okay, call me racist. I
It's
don't
true
care.
because it doesn't. It's lost its meaning completely
Hmm.
because it's just. I mean, it's just everything is. You're a racist. You're a racist. You're a racist. Like it doesn't even. You cut me off. Cut me off in traffic. You're a racist. I mean, it's just become a curse word. Seriously, that's what it is. It's like the
Yeah,
C word or the F word or whatever. It's just like calling somebody an a-hole. It's the same thing. Like it doesn't even mean has no actual meaning. And I think that's why
yeah.
people are sick of it because you're like, oh, call me something. It's just a random word at this point. It's not even like a real thing. But anyway, we should play a game though.
Okay,
Are you okay
sure.
with that? Are you okay with jump? I mean, I would play. I kind of want to play Zomboid too, but also I just want to see what this jump space update is.
Yeah, let's see where the jump space is. Get,
Eh. Game object. Why? Oh, I see now. Because the right intersection is null. Sometimes, Brian. I know. I just almost there. I just have to know this thing. One really quick last little thing. I'll start loading the game. Play jump space on DirectX 12. Why would I ever not play it on 12? 12 is better than 11.
yeah. Well, I guess it depends on you how good your video card is.
How good my potato is.
I said video card, but if you call your video card a potato, I guess so.
Uh,
Oh, warming up shaders. They need to warm
yeah.
up now.
Mine warmed up in like a quarter of a second. My driver's outdated. I don't care. I hate those like the games trying to check my graphics drivers. Like, just shut up. You know, I don't know why it makes me so mad. It's like, stop this nonsense, okay?
I just updated my NVIDIA drivers last week, so. Welcome to Jump Space Early Access. I don't think it used to say that. Oh, there's my drive. Weird. Your GPU. I just updated
I
my
know.
GPU drivers last week. What the heck?
All right, enter
Anyway,
hanger.
I'm gonna check my NVIDIA app because,
I don't ever
like I
update my
said,
drivers. I'm like afraid of driver updates. Like, they kind of terrify me. What the crap? Oh, it must not be null. It must be the game object that's null. Um, they kind of terrify me because I feel like, I don't know, if it works, the odds of it, like, I know that it works, but if I update it, it could break it. So why would I do that? That doesn't even make sense because it works clearly. I'm playing the game and it runs fine. So I'm terrified of updates. Like, even Windows updates to some degree, like the security updates, I'm all about, but like driver updates for your printer, it's like, no, look, if you have a driver and it works, you don't touch that thing. You just leave it alone because I guarantee whatever they thought they did isn't going to make any noticeable improvement for you unless you're having a problem. Then update. But like, how many times have you like had a HP printer and you go update your drivers, and you're like, oh my gosh, it prints so much better now. Like never, it's never happened ever. So like just
No.
leave,
For
leave it
for
alone.
printers, I've never had an issue. Yeah, I agree. I think most of the time the driver updates don't do anything unless it's a feature add-on. Then I could see it. But in GPU drivers, I think they're working on like shaders. And like I said, this is a DirectX 12 type thing.
I
I'm
know,
actually going ahead and updating the driver right now
but
because it came out 2 days ago. So I did an update last week, and there's another one that just came out on Tuesday.
but even
So I'm gonna go ahead
still,
and
if I'm playing a game and I'm getting 260 FPS and it looks great, I don't care if they fix the shader. The shaders look great. Like, what am I gonna? I don't know. You see what I mean,
yeah.
though? It's like,
Oh yeah, yeah, I see it.
yeah. I guess I'm not getting
What am I
260.
running?
I'm getting
I have a
113.
3070. I think this is a 3070 card.
Yeah, like I'm getting 107 frames
Yeah.
right now. Like, what do I care? It's fine.
Nice, you made it.
You know, the
Anything?
other day I was trying to play a game and it I don't remember what it was, but it was kind of my game was kind of stuttering and I didn't like that. And so I like started checking with Copilot and said, okay, my game is kind of stuttering. I have a 3070 RTX. This should not be happening.
Uh-huh.
What's going on? And it had me run a command. I don't remember what the command is now, but it had me run a command to check what was running on my GPU.
Oh,
And
yeah?
there was all your browsers run on your graphics card.
It depends on your NVIDIA settings. So you can change that in the NVIDIA control panel.
You can change it in the device or in the apps themselves too, because any app that uses hardware acceleration runs on your
Yeah.
graphics card.
Well, again, it depends on how you set it up. But I have everything. In fact, on my laptop, I set my desktop to run on the graphics card. I just do everything on the graphics card.
Well, my problem was that I was trying to run games and
And
it's
then
got all
Chrome
this
was
full of all this other stuff and,
Yeah.
and the
No, it
game
makes
is
sense.
stuttering.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wasn't
It's interesting though. I wouldn't even thought to
wasn't
look
happy.
at that.
I switched off the hardware acceleration on a bunch of my apps just to have more power for the things that I wanted to do in my games. So.
Well, they didn't add any more missions. Oh no, there's one mission, I guess. But anyway, yeah. Are you in the? Oh, you're not in the game.
Legion is still blocking our fleet from entering Kryn. I need you to go there and disable those.
Not yet.
scammers.
My screen's just blacked out while the driver update.
Oh yeah, I assume it'll be a
finishes.
few minutes here. Well, that's perfect. I can fix this. I wanted to finish this. I'm getting this error for some reason, a null reference exception. I don't know why. I
'Cause
hate
you're
it.
referencing a null variable.
Yeah, that's right. That is exactly right. I understand that part. But why is it?
Just put a value in the variable.
I know, but it's not. It's an object that I'm getting that's part of a ray or a raycast hit 2D, but the raycast hit is not null, but there's something in it that's giving that. So I don't know anything, man. I don't know how this game. I don't know. I just don't know anything about programming. And the dumb thing is you can't debug. So in Unity, like I don't have it attached. I don't even know how to do it. To attach the Unity debugger to my Visual Studio, so I can't like set a breakpoint and step through the code while the game's running. And that's, and so it makes it really. So what you end up doing is I have to like write code that like will debug for me. So I run it and then I output to the console. And so it just takes.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. But it doesn't run your code inside of Visual Studio.
No, it compiles it and runs it like an exe file.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So it's just it doesn't.
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
I've read that there's a way to do it. I've tried. It just never works right. So I don't know. I just don't do it. But
Unity
anyway,
used to come with a really lightweight IDE, and then they switched to Visual Studio, and I kind of missed the little lightweight IDE that it had with it. So, all right, Oh wait, I don't think this is my hangar.
oh yeah, I need to
I'm in the
invite.
game.
Can you get into my game? The missions look different. You should be able to just join me, right?
There are some interesting options for our next expedition.
There we go.
There is. Oh, there's different types of missions now. There's unknown missions that we have that we can't use apparently. Initial heat. Now there's heat? What is the heat all about? I don't even know what this is. They don't have times on them anymore, though.
Oh my gosh, the menu won't stay open long
Oh,
enough for
I
me to
see.
click join.
Map size.
This is getting annoying.
Well,
Like I go down the menu to join game and it kept closing the menu. All right, I got it. Jumping in.
okay, we're going to try this here. This is going to be the one that does it. I have a feeling. Was that you bouncing around?
I'm just coming in. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
in the game.
I just heard a noise. I just didn't know.
Yeah, it was probably me.
Yeah, the map looks
You were
different.
disconnected from your previous mission in the game, led by Captain Vivimos. This may have
Oh,
been due to a
Captain
disconnect, crash, or an early exit. Okay, I don't remember what happened. That was a long time
No more errors. I got the errors. Ba 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 ba. What song is that from? It's like a Beastie Boys
I don't
song,
know.
right?
Oh, yep. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Yep, I remember.
Girls, all that I really want is
Yep.
girls.
I used to listen to Beastie Boys when I was a teenager.
I don't like many of their songs. I think they're like they have a couple good ones, but they're just not my. They're a little too goofy for me. A little too goofy. Little too goofy. Dude, my Missouri accent is just getting so bad. I'm gonna freaking chop my tongue out one day. Just cut it out with a hatchet or something. It's really bad. I just feel like white trash every time I open my mouth now. All right, here we go. Okay, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. This little game is gonna work. Click. Oh, it shoots. It shoots. Oh my gosh! And I don't get an error when I click off the court. Beautiful. Ah, it shoots. I guess I could get rid of the red dots. I don't need the red dots.
Augmentations.
Augmentations. What are the augmentations?
Supplement injector, shield primer. I think I remember these, but I must have some.
Oh yeah, these augmentations. Yeah. Dude, every time I shoot, my game like goes down to 0 FPS.
Interesting.
There it goes. Now it's like cleared out. That's weird. Okay, so we have to in the Kryn region.
Interesting options for our next expedition.
Oh my gosh. One sector. Large, large, large. Why are they all large? Data extraction, distress call. You know what? That's a number 5, dude. I don't think we can beat a number 5. Oh, here's a hard one that's one sector. Let's try that.
All right, I bumped my shield and my health, so now
wonder
I've
what
got
this-
all 8.
I wonder what this heat is. It doesn't really say what the heat is. I'm sure I could have read about it, maybe. It didn't say anything in a tutorial or anything. Oh, well. Weird. I feel like they changed a little bit about the map.
The rest of the crew is eager to head out. Now we are just waiting for
Cool.
you to get ready.
I hope they changed more than just, like, nothing. Alright. Well, should we do one of the other missions with heat? Or should we... Because none of the new missions we need to do have heat.
Yeah, we'll at least find out what the mechanic's about. Sure.
Oh, well, there's this one, but it's a large map. And I don't want to do a large map because it takes so long and it's a hard one. Okay, let's see here. 40 heat, large. I want one with heat that's not large. large, heat, large, heat, large, heat, large, large, heat, heat, large. Every single one with heat is large.
It is not my intent to rush
Well, I guess we don't have to finish the thing.
others are standing by, waiting for you to get ready.
Okay, well, let's do it. Let's do this moderate cargo ship raid that's large. Makes me want to crap on some developers. Crap all over them developers.
We could plug in extra things if I'm reading this power grid right.
Very well.
What do you mean plug in extra things?
Well, like you've got these two modules over here, assault turrets and whatever the other one is.
Mission parameters
But I
accepted.
think that there's enough spaces.
Prepared for jump
we
when
could-
you are ready.
It's good to see you.
Oh, this is. I never even knew this was here. This is new. This is really
Okay.
cool. You can set up your initial power thing. We always had to go and plug all this crap in every time we start our ship. So that's really nice.
So
It's all hooked up.
we had those two modules and now they're plugged in. Jump drive and assault turrets are now plugged in.
Nice.
Waiting for you to get ready.
All right. Do you want to
Okay.
take the? Should we take? Do you want to take the little ship? Since there's just two of us.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually think I. Well, the guns suck though on the little ship, but it's all right. All right, let's get this sorted out now. Man, are these the guns we want? We want the scatter reactor, the biofission generator, I guess. And we have the fragment cannon level 3. Oh, the salt turret level 3. I probably want that, don't we? Not installed. It's fully upgraded. How do we install it?
I have no idea. I don't remember. It's so infrequently that we play this game.
Oh,
Just
because
have
we
to-
don't, that's right, we don't get to do multi-turret systems on this thing.
Oh.
That's right. Stupid. Mass injector engine. Ship max speed 110. Ship max speed 120. Boost charges 2. Boost charges 2. 5. Ship turn speed. Seems like we want to just do that one. That seems better. And let's just. Oh, because this one has the chaff flares. Yeah, we
Immaculate
definitely want
precision.
the chaff flares. And this one is. Oh, yeah. No, that's alright. Everything's good. Okay, let's just plug this
How
thing
do
in.
you do?
I don't even know the right way to do this.
It is not
Um.
my intent to rush you or anything, but the others are standing by, waiting for you to get ready.
That was a mistake. Okay, we're all plugged in. Perfect. Okay.
Anything you can do, Lord?
I guess what do we do to get started? I don't remember how to start. I thought we picked a thing.
You gotta push
Oh,
B.
B. B. There we go. Bink, bink. A bottle of ink. Cork fell out and you stink. Boots and pants.
Okay.
The Legion cargo ship is temporarily stopped in a sector a few jumps ahead. It's the perfect opportunity for us to intercept it. Once you're prepared, let's start jumping toward the target sector. Hopefully, the Legion won't see us coming.
Oh, I see. Oh, this map is... Oh, this is interesting. This is actually really cool the way they did this. So you don't have to do all the jumps anymore. Like, we could do this whole mission in 2 jumps. So that's why they have the map size. Instead of duration, they just have, like, the size of the map.
Mm.
I
And so we
love
can determine
this.
what we need, and we can either
Yeah,
skip right
because
through the middle of it,
like,
or we
I
can go
hated the
around
large
the
maps
end.
because you're like, you have 2.5 hours missions that are just ridiculously long. Now you can just be like, yeah, we'll do the large map. It doesn't matter. We'll just, yeah, this is cool. This is a huge upgrade.
They move the scanner,
Well,
or maybe it's just a ship.
should we go to the unknown signal? Should we go to the hostile outpost? Where do you think? You choose. You're the pilot.
I'm the pilot. I'm not the navigator. All right, let's see. Unknown signal. Potential point of interest has been detected. Exploration may yield required resources, but enemy presence or other dangers remain a possibility. Hostile outpost. I don't know. I'm more exploration.
Let's do it. Just whatever one you want. I'm down.
Yeah, let's go with that one. There we go. You get in your seat.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting down. Always. What, you think I just want you to murder me?
I do not. That's why I asked.
Essay.
Let's find them.
Okay. What's on the
Search
scanner?
for any valuables. Hey, they put an
Okay,
ammo
so we got
station
all-
on the ship.
We got
About
a
time.
mine layer with a squadron of light fighters. We have 2 chests of some sort.
Oh, that's so nice. And they put a healing station. Finally, they made this ship viable.
Don't have to go down to the.
No, there was no
Cargo
ammo
bay in
station.
order
You
to
had
use
to
stuff?
you had to go craft a box of ammo and put it on the ground because there was no ammo station on this ship, and they added one, which is like weird they didn't before.
I'm here to help you on your adventures. Let me know if there is anything you need.
Okay, I need you to make me a sandwich. Well, that's fun. You can assign tasks to Buddy now. Like I can say, his job is to resupply ammo, repair the core, or use the combat station.
Whoops. Okay, Z is flares. Got it. Okay, we are at a chest location now.
What do you say we go out there?
Sounds good.
I overshot my mark. A ship shield unit? Sure, why not? Also, I like that there's not an interdictor that's going to come and suck us away.
Yeah. Was there only that one thing?
Yeah, there's one over here too.
Oh, here we go. In lockers.
Oh, there's more
Got a
stuff in
little bit of-
lockers?
Yeah, there was a set of lockers there, and it was only one thing. It was some energy.
There's still stuff over here, by the way.
Okay.
On this other side. Man, I wish I had that halberd. Wish I had that halberd. In tier 3.
Did you drop your rifle? No,
I-
I dropped my rifle. Weird.
No, I put
Did I
my
drop
I
my
put my rifle on the shelf. A sniper rifle. A frag grenade. Did you come over to the other side yet? Or no? I got everything over here. I think.
I'm coming over now.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, went back to the ship, unloaded. I'm weird that I didn't see those lockers. Was there any indication that you could open them? Like,
When I got close and looked at them, they highlighted.
I see. Well, now I need to look for that. That wasn't even a part of the game before. So you just found something I didn't see before.
A railgun, yeah, in a box.
Well, railguns suck, but you can grind them up, and that's worth something. I mean, they're really cool. It's just you only get 3 shots, and you can't get more ammo for them. So it's like,
Yeah.
but they do a lot of damage. I said doo-doo.
Yeah, they're good if you can hit with them.
I'm considering keeping this javelin instead of the LMG. I don't love the LMG. It's just that it's the only Mark III I've ever gotten, so I always keep it, you know?
Hmm.
Also, I feel like if you end a mission with a weapon on the shelf, it should give you the option to keep it at the end. Because there are times
Yeah, I
like
agree.
there's times like when you put a weapon on a shelf and then it just has, you know, some of those ends with a cutscene. You don't even kill the last boss or anything, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, my gun's gone forever. But I don't know. Do you have a marksman rifle here? If you don't have one, you
I
can take...
do. I have an assault rifle, a sniper rifle, and then my pistol. So
Holy cow! How do you carry anything? Oh, I see you put your stuff down. Okay, well I'm ready to go. Let's see what's on the map. We got this here. We got some baddies. A mine layer over there.
yeah, there was a mine layer with a squadron. There it is.
And I think that's about it. Should we go get them first and then go to the objective, or should we just do the objective?
Yeah, let's go get them first.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down in my sit-down place. Well, that did the job. The railgun is
Sure,
kind of
work of
fun.
them.
Empty collector's.
That was it?
That was it. Made short work of them.
It's like a medium difficulty mission. I do wonder if they adjusted the difficulty because hard missions were actually impossible. But then, like, I read on the Discord sometimes people talking about how, like, man, we just beat the hard missions and we need more difficulty. And it's like, well, I don't know. Maybe they're just better at the game than I am. I don't feel like I'm bad at video games.
Well, I'm sure it's relative difficulty. You know, like I used to think I was pretty good at Halo, and then I went to a Halo competition, and I found out I suck at Halo. I was the best in my friend group.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A materia canister? Let's grind that up. Oh, we got the stupid batteries. I hate the battery one. Alright, let's go.
Oh, I put this thing down. G. G, drop it.
You're already on the...
Oh my gosh, I'm lagging like crazy. Oh, no, you're gonna pop. I know you're gonna pop.
No, he's just a radiation thing. You go near it and it kills you. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, that thing will follow you all the way home.
We are being boarded. Clear out the
Oh my
We are
God.
being boarded. Okay, so we did not bring enough players if we are being boarded and trying to do that.
They're burning me.
Back so fast.
I pushed F on the thing. You know, like on the ship or whatever. And then I went... oh, you can go through the floor. You know, there's the airlocks on the top and the bottom of the ship. So I just
Oh,
jumped to the top
I
of the ship and then,
did not know that.
yep, there's an airlock on the top, and you go through it through these things right here. If you come over here, I'll show you where it is. So you can go through the top of the ship. There's one up there, and
Oh,
there's one
okay.
down here for the bottom. You just hold F and go through it.
Well,
That's
that's
kinda
what I get
better.
for not going on all that many away missions.
Okay, I got one battery. Oh, we have to insert a battery. What do I have to do with the batteries? Oh, I took the battery back to the ship. I thought it was one of those radiation batteries.
No, you gotta plug them in around here
Yeah,
somewhere.
I see. I'm just an idiot.
To, like, get you into the next section or something.
Yeah. There's another battery right there.
Alright, we're switching to sniper rifle here.
Okay. Got the battery.
Ah, ah.
Oh my gosh, these little flame guys were gonna kill me. I died. That's so stupid. The radiation guy on the ground, man, he will kill you. Like, in a matter of seconds. And if you have to reload, you gotta kill that guy fast. The green guy. Yeah, there you go. I'm just gonna wait here and let you res me so it doesn't have to take our core down. Yeah, I just got my radiation to 100% with that little green creature because I had to reload. Thank you. Like there's something over here. I'm just gonna go look. The door is open. Did we spend money on this game? I can't remember. Is it free to play?
No, we spent it. It was like 20 or 30 bucks. Material containers.
Oh, this is the
too
problem
big.
with.
We can't take them all. Oh, what does this do? Ship-fed Fury, up to 80% more on-foot damage scaling.
Oh, look at that! You can carry multiple
What? You
items
have
in
a
a bag.
bag?
Yes, I am carrying all the stuff.
Yes, you are.
But when it's heavy, you have to put it down. You can't shoot or anything with it. But still, that's fine. Oh, that is a huge upgrade, dude.
Okay. I'm just gonna put this down. And I guess we're picking the next location now.
I guess so.
Where do I make more ammo? Here. This,
You,
right?
yeah, you just.
Oh, that's
Oh, over here.
med.
That's health. Over here is
I
your
don't
ammo.
really need.
Right here. Over here. Turn around.
Well, I've got 31 out of 50. So maybe I should wait.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make more. I mean, you know.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
let's
only
see.
2 materia. But
Ion Rift, Materia Disruption Field. Interesting. All right. Well, you already got it picked. I'll sit down. Yeah. Okay. Waiting for the railgun to charge up. I wish the railgun charged
I'm gonna have
faster.
him dead before you even get a chance to do that.
I killed one of them without your help. Thank you very much. Oh, I just missed that one.
And I got 2. You got him. All right. Oh, that's got a materia pouch.
Weapons not.
Nice hit. That was good. I was in mid-turn. So. Okay. Any materia clouds? I don't see any. Did you want to collect, gather the stuff out of the collectors first, or?
Just did. Already done.
Oh, all right. Grab a seat then.
No.
Bye.
Sensors are picking up multiple salvageable signals in this debris field. Scan the sector and see what's worth scavenging to bolster.
Scan the sector and see what's worth scavenging. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this sector. Ship remains. Elite heavy gunship. Point of interest. Okay. We got 3 POIs. I don't even know what we're doing here. We're just like shooting things, huh? There's no like major mission or anything. It's just an explore mission, which is cool. Okay, well, let's hit the POIs, I guess, right in front of you.
Look here.
Right there's the first one.
Can't see from the glare. Okay, looks like this is probably the way in. Why can't I strafe? There it goes.
It's called Strafe, though. We're just going to call it Strafe.
Strafe. Okay. Alright, well, it's below us. Now it's above us.
Another thing this game severely misses out on is, like, I really, really enjoy upgrading my character in Void Crew. And you don't upgrade your character in this game.
Yeah. Well, a little bit. I mean, you have the
Yeah, it's not the same.
those, like I added the 20% shield and 5% health.
It's not the same, and you know it's not the same. Like, just the way they do it in Void Crew, where you're leveling up, you can see what you have to get next. There's a skill tree. You get more powerful every time you play. You know, here you don't
Yeah.
see a skill tree. You just, like, at the end of the game, you're like, oh, all of a sudden, I guess I have some things unlocked, but, like, we already had everything unlocked anyway. You know, without even, like, we never had the joy of seeing the things we need to unlock and deciding what we need to do to unlock them and then going and doing those things. We just, like, randomly had a bunch of crap unlocked.
Uh-oh.
Are you on the ship?
Yep.
Good, because the ship's under attack.
Yep. I'm going. Why are my guns not working? Oh my gosh, what's going on?
Buddy should be on the ship with you.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I have no guns.
Do you mean to get on the ship?
Or jump out there and start blasting them off of whatever you gotta do. Maybe. But my guns are not working, so I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Hostile ship's engineer panel interference, material
Come on.
disruption field. None of that says my gun should not be working.
I'm trying to get to you here.
Sorry, I'm in evasive
That's okay.
maneuvers right now.
Get on these things. I guess I don't know what to do now. Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. I'm working on getting these ships. This is ridiculous how much power you have as just like a guy on a... Just don't die. Oh, you should, we should tell Buddy to prioritize preparing the ship, I guess, huh? Man, he's so far away. Here we go.
Am I getting guns back in this game?
I don't know. I can get back on the ship. Hostile material disruption field engineer.
I have no.
Yeah, we got.
no
I don't think
weapons,
so.
you know,
I don't think you
can't
are
do
until
anything.
this disruption's over. I'm just gonna stay on here. We should tell. Well, what if you told Buddy? I guess
I don't know how to tell Buddy
Yeah.
anything. I'm just.
That's true. Yeah, I don't either.
I'm just
Yeah, you gotta like
trying
look at
to
him and push
evade.
Q's, so I don't know. How
I mean, every time a gunship jumps in front of me, I point at it and click, and I am not hitting it. I'm just in evasive maneuvers constantly.
I see. I think we just have to kill the 3 ships.
I can't. I mean,
No,
there's
I know. I'm working on it.
shooting.
I'm working on it. I'm just saying. I think we just
Alright.
have to.
Empty collectors.
Um,
Self-destruction sequence initiated.
That's 2 out of 3 I got, which is actually kind of cool. That they force you to like vary your play. You know, I think it's kind of neat they're doing it. My goodness, he went right behind the cliff thing. Where's the other ships at? Oh, over there. Okay. Oh, we got to repair that ship. How are they so far away? All of them are like not even close to you.
Material collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
There he is. Finally, I caught up to this stupid ship. And it's cool the ships are all like different when you board them. Alright, this one's self-destructing. Okay, last
What are
ship.
you doing? Sabotaging systems?
Yeah. Oh, well, some of them self-destruct and some of them blow up right away. There we go. Last one. Alright.
New component found. Install it and try to
I'm going to tell Buddy to,
analysis and upgrades.
Understood. I'll leave full repairs in your capable hands. Resuming core repair.
oh, sweet. Okay. Alright, that one's done. Holy cow. What were we even working on? I can't remember what we were working on. Oh, yeah, there's
We
another...
were checking out a
Right
point
there.
of
There's
interest,
another
but
point of it. I just marked another point of interest. Go ahead and get those ship remains, and then
Material collected.
let's get the other POI.
Okay. It's right in front of us. Still don't have any guns though.
Still? Oh, I see.
Am I out of ammo?
Oh,
or
it's because
something?
there's a materia field disruption. Let me move some stuff around. I got to take out our sensors here.
Asteroid
If you,
spawn imminent.
oh my gosh, are you serious? Okay. There we go. Okay, we have no rail guns or sensors, but maybe that's fine for now. Okay, asteroid storm though. Okay, what were we doing? You got, okay, we're at the place. Oh, we're hiding from
I'm
it.
behind a
Yeah.
rock right now, waiting for the asteroid storm to be over.
I'm just gonna give you one gun so I can, oh yeah. Gotta be a way to do this. Oh yeah. Well, poop. Well, we don't need our jump drive right now, so... Okay, you got guns, and we got sensors, no railgun. But that's alright.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna mark the ship remains again, and then...
Okay. Looks like the storm is over.
Ugh. I forgot to leave my guns on the ship. Wow. That guy hits really hard. Oh, we never went back to the other one after the door opened. We opened up the door to that other point of interest, but we never went back to it. Oh, wow. That's insane.
Oh, you're
100
down.
100 to 0, dude. He shot a big old laser rocket at me and it blew me off the base. Oh, well. That's what it is. I'll just go back to base. It's fine.
Oh, I was coming.
Oh, I lost all my guns, though. Oh, poop. I gotta go back. But yeah, we gotta go to the other POI that we went to the first time because I opened the door, but I never.
Oh, and then we were getting attacked.
Yeah.
Come on. Is there? Yeah.
There's probably more stuff. I don't know. I'm back on the ship. I'm just grinding this stuff, the scrap that I got. If you see a big pile of guns, save them. Oh, I just found them.
Can't even see it, but it's shooting me in the face somehow.
Materia ingots. There's got to be more to this place than one piece of scrap.
Yeah, there's 2 chests over here.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I opened the door. Smells like robots over there.
Yeah, behind another door.
I wonder what the basic metal supplies do. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Well, those things were certainly bugged. Oh, the door closed. Oh well.
The door was closed.
It opened. I killed the robots in
Oh.
there.
Okay, I never saw it open. So
Oh, maybe it was just bugged. Alright, well, I don't know what the medical supplies do, but 140 credits, I guess. Which I don't remember what the credits do now either.
yeah, I don't know. Probably using to buy a pizza or something. Okay, he said we have one gun. There's 3 elite gunships out here.
Oh, we can switch that between Legion attacks and solar flares spell. High salvage item. I don't remember what the credits do. Do you remember what the credits do in this game? Ship is under attack. All right, let me see what we got on the thing. Oh yeah, yep. You got both your guns. I don't have the railgun, but you have both your guns.
Okay, well, I'm doing good.
How's our bullets? Do we need more ammo?
I've got, I'm almost out of this magazine, and I got 1 more magazine in reserve. So.
I'll make you some ammo.
And I see bots swarming all over this thing, but I can't seem to do any damage to them. That's stupid.
Jump beacon detected. Quickly destroy it before it calls for backup.
Better destroy that thing before it calls for backup. I'm off the ship, by the way, BT dubs.
See that?
Well, I thought there was ships out there, and then as soon as I jumped off the ship, there wasn't any. I'm good. I'm on.
Okay, well, there's still this over here. I don't know if this was a point of interest or not.
Yeah, yeah. Where's the thingy? It's like over
Check it out.
here. Oh. That's also a point of interest. Yeah, we need to go back and get the other. Yeah, that's fine. We can just do this one here. But we still got to get the other one.
So there's drones
There's
all over.
yeah. I was gonna say that it says there's a weak target there. Can we shoot him with the ship guns? If you get closer.
I was trying. It wasn't.
Remember we found that it was like really buggy trying to shoot him with guns, like it would miss and stuff.
Yeah. It was hitting you a lot more than it was hitting.
It seems like
bad
it should
guy.
be able to shoot them though. I'm gonna try one more time. I got one. Yeah, stupid. Oh yeah, I'm getting them. They're getting.
It was so strange because I was shooting them and it wasn't doing anything.
It feels like it was missing them, but it was getting them. I just flew a little closer.
There's more over here on the left.
I think you just have to be like the right distance away because the guns don't come out of the, like they come off the bottom of the ship. So if you're too close, then the angle is all weird. Oh yeah, there's a bunch over there.
And below that too.
Oh yeah, and right there, huh? Oopsie. Oh, it's like that. I'm missing because too low. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off the ship now. Cleared enough. I always forget to leave my guns at home. Oh my gosh. Oh, I wish you could stick to the floor in here. Was that it? No way was that it.
Well, at least in that section.
I know, but I'm like, I don't see any other sections.
There was three sections where we were blowing up drones. So
Yeah.
requires key card.
I
You
have
key card?
I have the key card.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So if you want to come to here, lockdown
Okay.
is
Oh,
imminent.
I just used the key card on this one. I see. There must be more than one key
Oh.
card. I don't know where the other key card is. Sorry, homie, but we got
Right.
3 chests over here.
Okay. Oh, found the other key card.
Can you use it, or is it?
I don't know. I'll go back and see.
Mission heat +2. I don't know what that heat does. Why is there +2 heat?
Okay. Nope. It's lockdown. I already missed it because I didn't know I needed
I
the
see.
key card. And
Yeah, I
it
didn't
said-
even know how that worked either. Luckily, I just happened to have one just because I picked it up and was like, I wonder what this is for.
I think heat is like cop heat, so it's going to be like more likely to get ambushed, something like that. All right, where was the other point of interest? The first one? Want me to go back?
I'm gonna mark it.
Check over here.
Got it.
It refers to the intensity of the enemy forces.
Yeah.
Oh, you can
It's like
reduce
Increasing your star levels.
you reduce the heat by clearing more sectors of the map.
By clearing sectors of the map. Okay. Because we just cleared it. Oh, okay, okay. The big sector.
I mean, I'm just asking Copilot here, but you know, who knows? Sorry, I'm gonna read about this. You go get the stuff if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
How do we know what the heat is?
Well, I just said our heat level is 2.
Oh, heat is 72. It went up though. Oh, I see. We need to clear these enemy forces to reduce the heat. Oh, and you can't go backwards. Oh, you can. Oh, that's nice. So I guess that to reduce, let's do this. So we have 72 heat. Let's do this small force next. Oh, I like that. You can just go between the places you've already been to before without having to. That's cool. All right. I think I understand the heat now. That's a cool add-on. I don't think it's gonna be the thing that makes the game a great game, though.
Okay, there was a blade, a heat blade, and a reflective wrath artifact.
Weird.
So those are the two things that I pulled out that were behind the door.
Heat blade is garbage.
All right, so we are ready to go when you are sitting down.
I'm sitting.
Wait. Oh, did you have to unplug the jump drive in order to plug in the...
Yeah, that's true. So that you could have two guns. What a thankless job I have. There we go. You're good. I'm gonna sit down again. You can start it.
Entering jump space. Hold on to your helmets.
Tomorrow's Friday, right?
Yeah.
8:30. Rachel Stewart.
I detect a jamming signal emanating
All right.
from the area.
So I think we have to clear Legion forces to beat the wave. So I think it's like the objective missions are the ones that. Who knows? Look at all that. What's all that heat around there? Look at the map now.
A Legion strike force is inbound. Get ready.
I don't
Incoming
understand.
strike force.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, you got to get on the gun.
The strike force is approaching.
I got to fix these weapons.
The strike force is here.
Entering the combat station.
Oh, I lost guns.
I know. I'm working on
Here we go. Here we go.
trying to get the
Got it.
guns. You're gonna lose another gun for a second.
Bye.
All right, there we go. Bam. Okay. Okay, I'm on the railgun.
Jump beacon detected. Quickly destroy it before it...
Okay, that's out of range apparently.
Picking up fresh ammo.
My goodness. I hate that game, things like that. Like, it hadn't quite finished loading in. Oh, the railgun does not hit that thing. Oh, it's because it's out of range, I guess. What's the range on the railgun? Oh, I guess. Is it a kilometer? Oh, I see. Once the distance marker goes away, I can shoot it.
Beacon calling for backup.
Get those mine layers, dude. They're the freaking cancer. I hate the mines in this game. I guess it's not bad if you have an engineer, but playing by yourself, it's...
I'm replenishing.
Area collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Did we get everything? Yeah, it looks like we got it all.
There's an elite Corvette right over there. Do we need more ammo? What is this thing?
Ready for battle.
I'm gonna replenish our shields here.
Shield bridge. Corvette disabled. Reboard it and...
Well, that was ridiculously fast.
The ship needs ammo. Build ship...
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
Replenishing ship ammo? I just made a bunch of ammo. How are we out of ammo already?
Detected. Remove
Intruders detected. One of the mines hit us.
Oh my gosh, I literally just got on the Corvette. Alright, let me see if I can get back here. Fly to me if you can. I'm trying to get there.
being boarded.
Oh my gosh, I'm almost back. All right, where are these mines? I don't see the mines. Where are they?
They're on board the ship. They're like,
Uh,
I've already infiltrated.
I'm trying to get the mines off the ship. is what
Oh
I'm
my
doing.
gosh, reloading stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well, I got
There's
back
one
just in
downstairs
time.
starting fires.
Downstairs? There's no downstairs.
Well, I saw a fire icon and it was down.
Oh,
It looked like
okay.
it was downstairs, or if I don't know if there is a stairs. Maybe it was outside.
Okay, we're good now though.
Fire icon.
Okay, I'm gonna get on this Corvette now if I can again. Where did that Corvette go? Uh-huh.
Material collected. Empty collectors to
What are you doing, buddy? Get on the gun.
He said he was on the gun. He was shooting the railgun.
He was just collecting materia.
That's because I'd already popped the bad guys.
material collected. Empty collectors.
Okay, there's a landing site. Oh, you're on the vet.
My gosh, it's bugged. I can't rock it away. It's
you are.
really, really
There you
annoying.
are. Well, if you need to, you should be able to hit one of the grapple points on the ship.
Yep, I'm good. We can get away.
There you go.
It's gonna self-destruct soon, so. Okay. Alright, what else do we have? We had a materia thing there.
Drone over here.
And we got that.
Collected. Empty collectors to retrieve it.
I'm just gonna make another. I guess we have a shield unit. I'm gonna make a Healy unit too, just in case we need it. So it's here if we need it. We got plenty of stuff.
Parking procedure initiated.
Parking procedure.
Parking procedure complete. Asteroid storm imminent.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Initiating takeoff.
Hey, just hang
That's
out
alright.
on that thing. I'm
That's fine.
hiding in this asteroid over here.
Well, you could just. Actually, I think you were safe where you were because the building is in the way.
Yeah, probably. But just in case.
Yeah.
Alright, well that thing's going on. I'll be right back. All right, so we just had yesterday. Is that yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. We just had 8 baby chicks born. I had a hen that decided she wanted to be a mom, and so she'd been sitting on eggs for the last 3 weeks, and so we got 8 new babies just hatched, and then we had
And these are just ones
3
that
or
you
4
incubated yourself, right?
The hen incubated herself. I didn't
Oh,
incubate
really?
them at all. Yeah, she just decided she wanted to be a mom.
Well, that's fun. And you
Yeah,
just didn't
first
know
one of
about
our
it
hens
because
that decided.
how did you
It-
how did you not find them?
Well, she was.
You just
I
didn't.
saw
You
her
just,
sitting
you
on
just
the nest,
didn't
and I
move her.
just let her do it.
I see. Huh. Well, that's cool. And so now you have baby chicken. Are the roosters
Yep.
killing them? We tried that when I was a kid, and the roosters would always just kill the chicks.
No, the roosters are they're with their own flocks. They haven't done anything to the chicks. The mom is she chased the dogs off when they were getting too close. But no, they're doing fine on their own. She's got them out there. They sleep underneath her. She's take them out and showing them how to forage and how to be chickens. They're just doing
And
their
they
thing.
stay around her, huh?
Yep. In fact, we give them, scraps and stuff. And
Sure.
when what am I supposed to do? Oops. And so earlier today, I had taken out some leftover macaroni and cheese from the kids' dinner, and I stood on the back patio and chick chick, and they come running, and she comes running as well. But the babies couldn't keep up with her, and so she came over. She got 1 or 2 bites of noodles, and then I heard one of the chickens peep peep peep, and she turned around and just hauled her little tail back over to them. So it's kind of funny.
Well, she's taking care of them at least.
Yeah,
That's kinda
she's doing
fun.
Good. She's being a good mom. Other than abandoning them for like 3 seconds. So what are we supposed to do with these? Am
We
I
just
blowing
shoot.
stuff
Yeah,
up,
just
or-
shoot those things.
Okay.
We're taking this base down, and we're making it self-destruct.
Uh-oh, something's happening.
Those bad guys.
Oh,
Oh, the flames.
oh my gosh, they're mad. They're mad.
Yeah, I found that it's best just to jump off the ship and snipe them. My goodness, there's so many of them. Oh, they're chasing you down, man.
They're being crazy. Oh man, I made them very upset.
There's like so many of them.
Yeah. Ooh.
Alright, I think that's all of them.
Says you can now activate the self-destruct sequence.
Yep.
I think she said.
Yep. Go back to like the entrance by the ship.
All right.
There we go. You've managed to gain access to the vault. Go in
The
and
vault.
grab what you can and get everyone.
Remember when this used to be terrifying because you couldn't carry very much? And now, one guy can carry it all.
Pretty awesome. Right.
I got 1,555 credits inside of this bag.
Okay, I've lifted up a little bit because we got 20 seconds. I just didn't want to be stuck on the platform. So I'm up.
Just trying to get close enough to the ship. It's just too far away for me to... There you go. We're good.
Oh,
I didn't do that. All right, I'm on the ship now. You can sleep. 6 seconds.
Jump drive jammer disabled. You can now proceed.
Oh, look at that. See, now the heat, -15. So that's the ones we got to kill.
all right. There's another.
Attention, a large fleet inbound for our
Oh my
position.
gosh.
Prepare for evacuation.
It's getting silly.
Okay. Well, large fleet in 45 seconds. All right.
We got some ship repair kits.
It's like the materia collectors are full too.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside and get them. Oh my gosh, I always...
The fleet will be here shortly. Prepare to evacuate.
Did she say prepare to evacuate?
Attack
Yeah.
mines detected.
Oh, mines. We got a mine on me.
Okay, I'm going out.
Intruder mine attached. It's probably.
Oh.
Yep. Boarded. We're being boarded.
Trying to find the mines. So you gotta... Oh, I can't find the mines. I'm so far off the ship.
It's already. I think they're already on board.
No. The mines are stuck to the outside of the ship. And I just gotta like...
Yeah, but it said
They're-
intruders are aboard. It's already opened. I'm getting attacked.
I know, but the mines blow up and hurt the... Like, they destroy the ship's shield hull. I was trying to get the mines that were stuck on the outside. We got this.
I'm on fire. There we go.
Alright.
Attack
Alright.
mines detected.
Oh my gosh, the stupid mines. I don't know how to get rid of the mines very well, because you can't, like, move around the ship very well without getting kicked off the ship. Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm on my last magazine.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Locked and loaded.
You put one freaking canister in there. Okay, I'm gonna get you some more ammo.
Missing ship ammo.
Oh, shut up, buddy. It's already done. Because you were slacking.
Weapons hot. Time to dance.
I'm gonna go replenish our shields. Alright, and I'm on the combat station.
Got one.
Oh, there's a Corvette. That does not kill the fighter all the way. The railgun doesn't. What's happening here?
What?
What happened?
More just jumped in. I was just like, well, we're taking them out. Why are you bringing more?
I wish this railgun charged just a little bit faster. It's already like almost midnight. It's crazy. Already?
Locked and loaded.
Go replace our shields. Okay, I'll go out and get that Corvette. Buddy can do the guns. You're all good. You got your all your stuff. You got your shields and health. There are so many of these spiders.
Oh my gosh, just jumped in another squadron.
When I say so many, I mean like 50. Oh, you still got lots of health though. You're good. More ammo. I just put 4 things in there. I'm gonna fly around and help get those ships here soon.
Self-destruction sequence initiated. Leave the ship
Nobody, there's 2 left to go, thank you.
I'm replenishing ship ammo. Ready for battle.
Oh my gosh, did they jump in another squadron again?
No way. Oh, we just jumped to the next sector when ready is what it says. I wonder if we can just jump right now. Just get out of here.
Yeah, because I think we're just doing unlimited waves.
Yeah,
right
let's just go. I'm gonna get on the ship. Let me get on the ship. Oh, we go. Okay.
Loading up prep.
Trying to get to it.
now. And being boarded.
You're eventually gonna have to help get to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm being attacked. I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm down.
Okay, I'm getting to
Boarded.
you.
I got
Okay, I'm on the.
flame spiders.
I'm finally on the ship. I don't, dude. At the one thing I was just at, there was so many of those spiders.
They're still
There we go.
at 209 behind it. Okay, I'm just. Can you? I don't
Yep.
know, can you quickly grab the map?
Yep.
Get us up.
Oh, I guess. We only have one option.
The ship needs ammo.
I'll take it.
Okay, go ahead.
In the assembly.
Where's the? I don't know. Where's the fire extinguisher? Let me put this fire out first. Oh my gosh.
God, they just
Okay.
jumped in another wing.
All right, let's go. Jump. I'm sitting.
Okay, well, we're getting slammed, so.
Yeah, just get out of here. I see. I didn't realize that's how it was gonna be, where it's just like unlimited people.
Yeah. Neither
Hopefully
did
I-
I. They're
hopefully I have time to repair the
large
ship."
way, a large assault squad, and I was like, okay,
think
we
we'll
can do
take
that.
one.
And then we were popping, and they just kept dropping another one, drop another one, drop another one. It was getting silly.
That's the freighter. We'll have to barrage it with
I'm a little worried
disabled.
because the heat's still 57, and they really didn't.
The trash has been taken out.
Yeah, I don't know. Once.
No points of interest, just the freighter. There's nothing else out here. Nothing to pay attention to. Just the freighter. Alright. Oops. And I think she said we have to disable it first, so.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just working on getting all of our stuff. Oh, we have a material disruption. That's dumb. I should have.
Good job. Warning, enemy ships approaching.
Approaching already? What?
Freighter is our priority. Well done.
Oh. We can't make any more shields. We should have made them before we moved in here. Oh well.
I'm replenishing ship ammo.
Low ammunition? Okay, get those. That's on the other side of the ship. You're just hitting you're hitting the wrong side of the ship. There we go. Is there more of those things? Hostile ships? Oh,
They
there's some
pop up
Iteria.
periodically, so like that.
Okay, apparently I was not in range to do that. I just wasted my only shot. Let's get. We need ammo. Let's kill that back of that ship thing because we're. This is really bad. I think we're gonna run out of ammo. We can make a single pack ammo and that's it.
Materia collected. Empty collectors to retrieve.
Okay, alright. So,
That was the end of that.
Parking procedure initiated.
Okay, where is my gun? Oh, right here. You initiated a parking procedure?
I did. I landed on the freighter.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Whoa, 6 materia to fill? Good enough?
Yeah, yep.
7?
Yep.
It's my sniper rifle. I kind of need it.
Yeah, let's go. Okay, we have no resources. And no shields. This is stupid. Hopefully we'll find some shield units while we're in here. I didn't realize that there was going to be a materia disruption while we're in here.
Well, how would you realize?
Well, it says it on the map. Now that I see that. Also the med station in here so we can
Got an
use that.
ammo box, on-foot ammo box here.
Nice. Well, I don't need that, but I'm going to drop that. Okay, let's go. We got 8 minutes to beat this. We got to get the cargo in 8 minutes or we're done. Why is there so many? Okay.
All cargo we're looking for appears to be locked inside shipping containers. I will require some time to locate
Ugh.
I have located the cargo in one of the containers.
Where's the
Way.
cargo?
Oh my gosh.
Don't die. Okay, they're down. Okay, we gotta get down here quick. Hurry, hurry.
Open the
Come on.
container and steal the cargo.
Okay.
Great. Now bring it to the
Got
ship.
it? Alright.
Yeah, I got it. That sounds like one of those big ones. What's that box or whatever that is on the ground?
I don't know.
Okay. Is there a
Yeah.
big baddie? Oh yeah, I don't want to be here for this. My gosh.
Where'd the ship go?
Oh, I'm
Can I
gonna
go through that
die.
door?
I am down. I am so down. He radiationed me. Where are you going?
Bring cargo to the ship.
Well,
We m-
I lost the location of the ship, honestly.
Oh, well, that's fine. We just need to not die. Should I just spawn? Are you gonna go down? You're gonna go down. I'm just gonna spawn.
Crew member revived. Ship damaged.
Okay, that's stupid. Alright, let me go back on the thingy. Here, I can...
Gosh, dude, go down.
Oh, I see. You're to the left.
Initiating takeoff.
Whoa. Go down.
Bring cargo to the ship.
There we go. If you need to heal, don't forget there's a med place.
Nope. Well, medic place. I didn't have time to do any of that.
I got you. Oh, we don't. It takes 30 materia to res you.
We're gonna take core damage.
What's
if
this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. What is this bag that I can't? Oh, it's ammo. Oh my gosh.
Crew member revived. Ship damaged.
All I have is a freaking pistol.
Bring cargo to the ship.
Yeah, me too.
Wow,
My
it was
stuff's
already
all right.
pre-aiming the corner because it knew where I was moving behind the containment unit. That's so stupid. I hate when AI does that. It knows where you are on the other side of the wall. Oh yeah, I'm booked out. I have 1 HP. Oh my gosh. We're not gonna make it through this. Too much heat. We gotta get that cargo to the ship. Yeah, he's dead. There are so many of them.
Yeah, but the big one isn't. Ah, the big one isn't. Oh crap! Ate up my shield.
Okay. Alright. Oh my gosh, I died in the ship. I'm in the ship dead.
Oh my gosh! I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets. Don't die. Yeah, there's too many. Can't do it.
Yeah, there's no way. We just had too much heat when it, so you need to have the heat like basically 0. Oh my gosh, the radiation is gonna kill me. Oh, are we flying away? Oh, good idea. That's a good idea. Why don't we
like,
just do that?
screw these guys?
That's what we should have done. Why don't we just do that from the beginning?
I don't know. Are they still there?
Yeah, but I mean, the big ones are dead.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Just
that's what we should have done from the beginning. We should just lead them out.
Oh my gosh! Screw these guys.
We only have 2 minutes to get another one of those things. Which feels... Oh, I would just... I don't know. Okay, well, we need to go over here.
Need my sniper rifle back.
Here, when you get back here, use the Healy station. Doesn't matter, we're not going to beat this anyway, because when the reinforcements spawn in 2 minutes, we're all going to die anyway. But are you getting back on the ground thing?
I'm on the ground.
Okay, well we gotta move. We gotta unlock this thing. We only got
Oh,
2 minutes.
you need
Just
it.
like skip bad guys, run past them.
Okay.
Here, heal up.
With you.
Heal up right here.
Okay. Let's go.
The crap! We're not gonna skip those bad guys. There's so many, there's no chance.
There's an Ed 209 right behind you. Walker. Ah, go away, go away.
Shooting. Yeah, he's dead now.
Oh, it's not in the same location? Oh no, where's he?
No, it's random.
Okay, I've got it marked.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that it's
Come on, I can't get up on this side, seriously?
bad guys everywhere. Okay, I'm at the location.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, but there's just so many bad guys. I'm at 42 HP. Behind you.
Oh crap, this is I dropped. Fell off.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah, but you can fly back,
Fell
right?
off.
But you, I mean, you, yeah.
Can't
I mean,
just
did you
fly,
die?
but-
It didn't kill you though, right?
No, I didn't die.
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
here, I'm just...
That's fine.
Not
We
the
gotta
right
kill these guys.
place.
We can't even like think about unlocking this thing. There's 100 guys here. There's no chance. They're out there shooting our ship, aren't they?
I don't know.
I don't even know how there could be this many guys. They gotta be respawning. But I've killed so
Oh
many.
my gosh, they're everywhere!
I know, I've killed so many guys. You got. There's no way I'm dead. Dude, that's ridiculous. So, you only have so many.
Oh, I'm down.
You only have so many
Stupid.
jumps too, because all the jumps turned red. I don't understand how the heat works exactly. Oh, it gave us some of the credits. I mean, okay. Well, that was weird. They need a better stat screen.
Yeah. Well, also good news is I sold Tom a video card. It was a 1060, I think.
That's cool.
So, now he was playing Void Crew by himself. He no longer does the stutter thing. It's
Oh,
smooth.
nice.
Yeah. So yeah, he's able to play games now. He doesn't necessarily have the skill that we have, but he's able to actually his computer can keep up with him. So.
Well, apparently we don't have any skill because we just lost that. But I was a little disappointed though. Like I didn't understand you had to kill the red guys to clear the heat. But then I was like, well, no big deal. We can just keep cruising around. But then the map, like, just all of a sudden was like, whap, tiny. And then we couldn't fix it. I don't know. It's weird. Also, you know what's something I don't love they do in games? Is they do this thing where they have this huge base area, and there's absolutely zero reason to ever be in it. You know, like, oh yeah, it's cool. You spent all this time decorating. Why? There's nothing here.
Yeah.
But now that I have both my guns lost, I can do this, which is very exciting. And then we can log off. It's late. I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up at 7.
Yeah.
Well, it's not really any better than it was before. It's the same exact game with, I mean, they made some improvements on the same mechanics, but it's got the same issues. Like, why? Why play it? I just play Void Crew. It's just because there's no progression.
Well, I mean, it was fun. I did enjoy it.
Oh, tonight you mean? Or like the game?
Yeah, tonight. I do enjoy this game. Now,
I know.
There's a lot of aspects of Void Crew that I like better, but then Void Crew, I mean, other than there's like 3 different things where you have a reason to get out of the ship. This one gives you a lot more reason to get out of the ship and go and on the ground. I like that aspect a lot. So having those kind of away missions, there's quite a few different types, and then just the waves. I think the waves of enemies, like, and they just respawn without end for no reason. You can't clear them out.
Yeah.
You know, they have factories that are just pumping them out, these droids, and just throwing them at us, and that gets to be annoying. It shouldn't have to be like. It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, I've never loved that. Like, Call of Duty does the same thing with their enemies, and it means that you can't be tactical. Because, like, I'm like, well, I should be able to, like, clear a room, and then know that that room is safe now.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then they just, like, spawn in the room behind you, and you're like, well, you can't. That's dumb. That's what's frustrating. Now, if there was, like, a spawn point or something that you knew they were coming from, like they're coming out of a portal, that I'm more accepting of than just, like, random spawn locations. But yeah, I mean, it's the same issue. Like, I like the game. It's got a lot of polish. It's a ton of fun. The ship combat is fun. The ground combat is fun. It's just, it's like, it's the same it's like, but why? Why am I doing this mission? Like, there's no characters I'm rooting for. At least in Void Crew, you get, like, the crates at the end that you get to, like, open and hope you got a new cosmetic style. The other part of the Void Crew is there's, like, every mission, there's the, I want to see how far I can go reward, and this doesn't have that because you complete it, you're done. and you get nothing if you don't succeed. You know, and
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's just that's an issue for me. A real big issue for me is that you lose everything if you don't succeed, and the missions take an incredible amount of time. So you only get to do one mission in the evening, and so like you just played 2.5 hours and you get literally nothing.
Yeah.
So
I
don't
just
know.
sent you an invite in Steam to join my my Steam family.
Oh, okay.
So that'll give you access to my library when I'm not using it.
Oh, perfect. That's fine with me. Let's see here.
So like this weekend I'm going to be gone like from Friday night until Sunday. I'll actually be at your place on Friday evening and tomorrow evening. And then on Saturday I will be in Nebraska and for Skip's sealing, and then I'll be back at your house Saturday night.
And that's Friday the
Um,
3rd, correct?
No, I like tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay. All right, that's fine too. It's gonna be a little cramped. We'll find a spot for you because all Chris's kids are here too. But I mean, it's fine.
Cool.
We just have to
Yeah.
find a spot for you.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need a lot of space. I'm
Yeah,
just
that's
going to be
fine. I'm not worried about
basically I'll show up tomorrow evening, stay for the night, and then I'm leaving in the morning because I got a 4.5-5 hour drive to Omaha. So,
Okay.
and yeah, and then so I asked him, so what are we doing? I'll show up to the ceiling. There's a reception afterward, and he's like, yeah, there's a reception. I was like, okay. And then do you live in Omaha? Are we staying? He's like, no, and I live 3.5 hours northwest from there.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'm definitely not going back to your place because then I'd have to make a 7-hour drive back. So instead, I'll just after the reception, I'll drive back to your place. So and then
Little
stay
less
Saturday night.
driving, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And plus we can hang out and do stuff and
Yeah,
whatever.
we can hang out on a bit on Sunday before I head home, and Friday night and Saturday morning. I got to be there by 2 or 2:15. At 2:15, I think at the latest into the temple. So it'll be. I have to leave your place by like 9 o'clock at the latest. So on Saturday morning. Is that right?
Do you have an air mattress, by the
Yeah.
way?
I think so. I'll just bring one of my cots.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, if you brought a bed, that might be easier because I think about every mattress in the house is used by somebody at this point. So yeah, if you had a cot, that's fine. Otherwise, we can kick one of the kids off and make them sleep on the
No,
floor, couch,
I
or
have a
something like
cot.
that.
I'll bring
Okay.
a cot and a sleeping bag.
I cannot figure out how to join your family.
Is there the invite? Did you get the invite?
Well,
You just have
there's
to accept it.
I know, but there's nothing in my chat for you.
So go to settings. Go to Steam, then settings,
Mhm.
and then there should be on family.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Create or join a family. Join a family. 1 penny invite. Accept. Bam. Okay. Confirm.
Okay, yeah, and I basically gave you Matt's slot because Matt has my Steam password, so he just logs.
Oh,
in
how
whenever.
many family members can you have? Oh, 5. I see.
6.
I see.
You can add 5 more. You get 6 total in your family, including yourself. So
I see. So then you can play my games and I can play your games.
yeah,
That's cool. Oh.
yeah. If you look at the like, if you minimize your favorites and your uncategorized, there'll be a Steam family there, and you'll see everything that other people have. So you should be able to add things that
Yeah, I
probably that
don't
Gavin
see
and
that.
oh, do you have them
Oh, maybe I
categorized?
don't have
I've got
them
mine
grouped. I don't have them grouped by
categorized.
collection. That's why.
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
see. I just have favorites and uncategorized. Yeah, your games are not in here. These are all my games, at least I think. So maybe it just needs to refresh or something.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll exit Steam and restart Steam.
Settings, friends and family.
Ugh,
Oh,
updating
it
Steam.
still says invite pending.
I have never once in my life started Steam when it doesn't have an update. Ever. Like they update Steam every 3 hours. That's what I think. I think they do twice, 6 times a day probably. I don't even know what there is to update. It's like the same exact thing, but there's updates every day.
It still says invite pending in my.
Oh, well, I just
I
updated
linked it.
Steam. Oh, there we go. Now the family invite popped up. Okay. I think
Okay.
maybe I just had to do the update. There you go. It says a confirmation request has been sent to your Steam mobile app. Please accept the confirmation. Oh my gosh, what? Ugh. I see. 2FA, man. What a pain in the bungholio. Okay. There we go. Oh, yep. Now I have 555 games.
Yep.
Well, that's cool.
Because you should have everything that the family has, and that should include Gavin and Anna
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Now I can play 112 Operator. I've always wanted to play that game. It's not true. I don't even know what it is. And
you
could,
play as a emergency dispatch. And 112 would be in like London or something. I
I
think it's
see.
England.
You could play Apex
911.
Legends. You know what game I didn't really get that I like? I gave a fair shake. Let's see. I played there for 34 hours in it. Was BDO. I could never like Black Desert Online. I don't know. I just like it's a super famous game, but
I tried it
hmm
and I didn't like it.
that's
And
how
it's
I
funny
was.
because Crimson Desert is made by the same team.
Yeah, I should just start installing that now. Crimson Desert, 124 gigs. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough space. Let's see here. This PC, I have 126 gigs.
It also runs best with a controller.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I don't have a controller, and I'm also not a homosexual, but I can. I'm just joking.
It does work with a keyboard mouse, but it is designed to be run with a controller.
Really?
Yeah. And specifically an Xbox controller. I have a PlayStation controller and it complains about that, which doesn't make any sense because the Xbox and the PlayStation controller are the exact same thing. It's just a difference of the layout of where the buttons are, but they're the same buttons.
Let's see.
Like on the Xbox remote, it moves the left thumbstick into the place of the D-pad and the D-pad down to the thumbstick. But other than that, it's the exact same thing. So I don't know what the, and then it has the big touchpad in the middle on the PlayStation.
Well, I don't have a controller, so we're using the PC, and that's just what it's got to be. There's a guy with
Yeah,
a
you can
sword
use
on the
keyboard and mouse.
front.
Yeah, it's Cliff.
Is that relevant that there's a guy on the front? He scares me.
That's Cliff. That's the main character. You play as that guy.
But he's so scary. Wow.
And I've been watching reviews of the thing, right? So if you go to the store page, it's now very positive. When I first looked at this game a week ago before I bought it, it said mixed. And then it was mostly positive, and now it's gone all the way up to very positive.
I see.
People are going in and changing their reviews. They're switching their reviews from do not recommend to recommended.
Well, that's good.
As they get into playing it. The first like 8 to 20 hours, depending on how you play, is kind of hard. There's a big learning curve in it. But once beyond that, then people are just loving it.
It's a lot of hours to get through before it gets fun.
I mean, I thought it was fun, but there was definitely some issues. Like I explained some of the issues that I had
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
The point. I mean, there is no reason. I mean, maybe it's because Final Fantasy and Skyrim and Oblivion were so good at the narrative, right? And this game, I mean, it says go to this town, and I was like, I mean, that was the MSQ, just in the corner, pop up, go to this town. Okay, I don't know why I'm going to this town.
Yeah. I
There's
hate,
no
yeah.
narrative reason
That's
I need to
always
go to the
annoying.
town.
You're
And
like,
then it's like, give some money to the beggar. I'm like, why would I give money to the beggar? I don't care about the beggar. Okay, I have to, so I give an entire bag. The cutscene, he hands an entire coin purse to the beggar. I'm like, no way. I would never do that. What are you doing? Giving away all
yeah.
my money. What are
And
you
there's no
doing?
like background of why the character's
Huh.
reasoning or anything. Is this
No.
in early access like every other game that's been made in the last 200 years?
I mean, technically it's full release.
Oh, okay.
Uh, but they've already updated it like 2 or 3 times since it released last week.
I see. I see. So it's a brand new
So
release.
it's brand new release with heavy patching.
How long was
Like
it in EA?
released before it was quite ready, and so they've
Yeah.
already done a lot of stuff that have patched it and fixed
But
it.
it seems like, I get like missing story on um an early release. Like, oh, we just don't have that built out. But if it's a full release, then that's what it is. Like that's the way
Yeah,
they
yeah.
like when they were in their boardroom meeting over like how should we express the story to the people? And they were like, I got it. Go to town. Give coin purse. Oh, that's the way. That'll get people immersed. Like they had that conversation.
Yeah.
Or they
I
said
mean,
it's
they're
not about immersive
Koreans.
story.
Maybe
Yeah.
in Korea it works differently, and there wasn't very good explanations of how some of the mechanics work. So, like, for example, there is a mechanic where and I don't know how to do it on keyboard and mouse. It's probably like Q and E, I'm gonna guess, but I don't really know. It'll tell you when you get to that point. But there's a you have to use your sword to reflect the sunlight and direct it. Now you can use that to cook food, you can use it to blind enemies, but when you the first time you have to use it, it told me um it's the the L1 and R1 bumpers,
Mhm.
and then you also have to you pull them both to start it, then you let go of the left and then grab it again, and that is what directs it, because it took me a few minutes to figure that part out. So they're not great in explaining the mechanic of it. So I've had to a couple of times look up a video to see what the mechanic is to make this thing work.
Well, that's dumb.
And there's so many mechanics. This is definitely a game that they went, oh, we want to do this cool thing, and they did that so much they're trying to figure out how to make it all fit in the button set that they have.
I see. So I
I mean,
may
because they
yeah.
so it's complicated. That's what I'm saying. For example, jumping and let's see, it's jumping, interacting with things, focusing on characters, using your lantern to focus the light in a specific location are all the same button.
You just hold it down and use like a nav wheel or something?
No, no, you I press square and I jump. If I'm running or if I'm standing still and don't have focus on an enemy, then I jump. If I've got focus on an enemy and I press square, it does another thing.
Oh.
If I'm talking, if I walk up towards people and I press my square, then it'll shine the light in their face and it will give me additional conversation options. So,
Well, that's weird.
so there's just so many things there. They've got contextual button arrangements, and it's there's so many things. That's
Well,
the problem with the
hopefully
game.
it won't be as bad. Well, they'll probably do the same thing with because it functions the same with PC, but it'd be nice because there's more keybinds. They wouldn't need to do that necessarily,
Yeah.
but who knows? Well, I better go to bed actually because it's midnight now and I gotta get up and work tomorrow all day, which is stupid.
What's your job tomorrow?
Same thing as today. I gotta go bid a job. Somebody's siding came off their house. So I'm gonna go bid that, and then I'm gonna go back to this Baptist church and work on replacing all the handiwork the last guy did. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's like just weird stuff. Like he cut in like there's like boards on the wall that they put in. Like do you know what wainscot is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I put in some wood wainscot, and there's like the chair rail, which is the top board that runs horizontally, like 3.5 feet up, and there's the baseboard, and then in between that, every 30 inches, there's like a vertical board,
Right.
yeah, like that. Those vertical boards are all a half inch from the baseboard. They're just cut a half inch too short, and the guy didn't like recut them. He just nailed them on, and there's like a half inch gap between the board and the bottom, and just left it. Like, I mean, it's just stuff like that. Like, there's the door casings. He just didn't put one on. Like, the other one he did, but like the corner, the miter is off by like 7 degrees. I mean, it's like a half-inch gap on one side of the door case. Where they mitered at the corner of the door frame. The door casing.
Right.
And it's like it's touching at one side and like a half-inch gap at the other side. Like, what? Okay. It's like just weird stuff. He drywalled the wall, but there's like a 1 inch gap between the top of the drywall and the ceiling, and he didn't taper mud it. It's just like a hole. You can see like the stud, the top plate on top of the studs, and it's just there. Like that's it. Nothing. Didn't fill it. Pay me, and they paid him. It's crazy. Just stuff like that, just all over. I mean, it's like 2 full days worth of work to fix it all. But and then like today, I had to go buy paint to match the paint that he used, and like I go to Lowe's. Everybody's at lunch that knows how to use the paint. After like I sat around for like 10 minutes, I found this out. So I go to Walmart. Oh yeah, everybody's at lunch, but there's one person who can do the paint, and they also are the manager of the tire shop there. And like so I wait forever in line for the stupid tire because there's like a million people that need help, I guess. Finally get to the lady that can do it, and she's like, "Oh great!" She walks right over there, no issues. I'm like, "Great, she's gonna help me out." The computer's broken, and I was like, she's like, "Yeah, it just doesn't detect the little scanner thing." I was like, "Well, have you thought about just unplugging the USB and plugging it in so Windows can reload the drivers?" And then she goes, "Well, that's the thing about newer computers is that you don't need to do that because Windows just knows it's there." And I was like, I don't think that's how it works. I think that unplugging it and plugging it back in, I said that I think that it'll dump the device drivers from memory and reload them into memory, and I think that is worth doing. Maybe it won't fix it, but it's worth doing. She goes, "No, no, I'll take care of this." Anyway, so after about 30 minutes of sitting at Walmart, I said, "Well, I'm just going to go back to Lowe's. Maybe somebody's back." So I went back to Lowe's, and I waited around there for a while, and somebody showed up. So it was like 2 hours to get a thing of paint.
Wow.
And now I'm doing time and materials for this project because it's just a bunch of little knick-knacky crap. Do I build them for that time? Like, I mean, technically, normally I would build them for that time, especially because they said they had the paint, and I already made my trip to Lowe's for materials, and then I got ready to paint, and I was like, all right, where's the paint? And they actually didn't have the paint. So it's kind of their fault that I had to go. But like, even aside from that, that's an honest mistake. Like, I would normally build them for that 15 minutes it should take me. But do I build them for 2 whole hours for that crap? I don't know. That's weird. It's stupid. Anyway, that's my day. But yeah, that's fine. I'm just happy I'm making a little bit of money and stuff, so that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
It's just weird things like that. So, anyways, I really got to go to bed. If I don't shut up and just hang up the phone, you know what happens.
Yep, I do.
I'll just keep
All right.
talking.
Well,
All right, well, good night, man. It was fun.
yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, bye.